every one of you listening to my voice.
Don't be afraid.
No. Be afraid.
What was that?
I have never seen anything like this before.
What unearthly horror did that girl gaze upon?
Those people were killed by something.
This is tonight's second feature. I am your host, James Hewitt, and I am joined by my co-host.
Guten Tag, James. It's Rhys. It's Rhys here.
This is a movie podcast where we dive into the mad world of B movies. Each week I surprise Rhys with a film, and from there we go on a deep dive into the making and talk about our thoughts and opinions. Rhys, I saw you rewatched Obsession the other day after we recorded.
No, I had already rewatched it.
Oh, did you already rewatched it?
Well, I only logged it afterwards because I thought you might have seen it.
Oh, I see. Okay, that
Which
makes
is a
sense.
fair thing. Every time I log a movie, I think you like it within half a second. So yeah, I hid it from you a bit. I've just been watching Odyssey stuff. That's really it. Though Cannes has been going on.
Yeah. Got some big films coming out of Cannes, right?
Yeah, well, to start with the announcement of Dogma 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of Dogma 25?
Dogma 25. I don't... Mate, did they talk about it on the big picture? Because I fell asleep.
No, they didn't. This was like, I think, on the opening day of Cannes.
Aside from that podcast then and shortly falling asleep after its beginning, I haven't been too up to date. Can you give me a brief rundown?
Yeah. Well, so Dogma, the original Dogma 95, was created by Lars von Trier and some other French guy.
Some of the French
Who was it? I think that's the one I've watched. He directed The Celebration.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think you've watched any Dogmas, have you?
No. I don't know.
Thomas Vinterberg. Thomas Vinterberg.
I don't think I've seen any Dogmas. No.
I've only seen The Celebration. It's The Celebration and The Idiots that are the Dogma films.
Yeah.
The most famous ones. They're really good. So, and then in simplicity, they are a set of rules dictated to basically pull a director and their crew down to the bare essentials of filmmaking. Mm-hmm. No lighting. In a sense of no lighting from anything outside of the set. I don't think you can buy anything for the production. I think it all has to be handheld. No sound effects, no post-recording. It all has to be recorded in cam. And it was pretty revolutionary. Mostly by word. I don't think many people have actually delved into Dogma, but it's been a bit of a joke for film students. I remember our professor calling some of our work Dogma in an in an insulting way.
Yeah. I don't think at the time he really grasped what that meant.
No, he had to explain the joke after he insulted us, which insulted us even further. But yes, Dogma 25, it's been 30 years since the original Dogma, and now they've redone the vows of chastity. It's very, what's the word? Pretentious in a way, but it's supposed to be pretentious, that's a lot of the point. These rules, I don't know if they are combined with the original rules, because I don't believe this has a rule stating no artificial lighting, no lighting from what's the word, James? Where lighting is in the scene.
Oh, practical.
Or motivated.
Motivated, yeah.
Yeah, motivated lighting. But there are some interesting rules in this. No more than 10 people behind the camera. At least half the film must be without dialogue, which I found was a very interesting one. The script, but there are a bunch of rules in here that made me cringe a bit. Number one, the script must be original and handwritten by the director, which means pen and paper.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
That's-
Who's
that-
writing pen to paper? That's bullshit.
No, that's stupid. That is simply just there. I'm sure most people that even do this Dogma 25 are not going to follow that rule. 'Cause
No.
Why would you?
Why would you do that? Fuck no.
And on top of that, there is the internet is off limits in all creative processes, which, what does that mean? What does that mean, James?
Is this supposed to be like a tribute to like, you know, ChatGPT, AI, and all that shit? Is that what they're trying to limit here?
You'd think so. In the description of it, we commit to produce the films relying on real people within our physical reality rather than in a digital one influenced with algorithms. So I think inherently it does take out AI.
Yeah.
But it also, I think, limits you from talking to people outside of your vicinity, so you can't, like, work with people overseas. But I don't really understand what that means. Maybe it also limits, you know, editing, so you can only edit it in your region. You can't, like, send the files off to an editor. It's just an odd rule.
It's very bizarre. Yeah.
I understand it, but I think with the way it's worded, it's very pretentious.
All of these are pretentious.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's supposed to... the last rule, number 10, create the film as if it were your last. Honestly, these rules are just a jumping off point. They are just meant to spark debate and, you know, trigger some stuff. When this came out, I started talking to some of our friends about it, and we decided to make our own vows of chastity for a film that we could make. So I think that's probably most of the point of this, is that it is just a jumping off point and a start of a dialogue and some thoughts, because we, for a number of years, have wanted to do a Dogma.
I think every script you pitch to me, it's like, James, this one's gonna be a Dogma. This one's the Dogma one. And then it never is.
Well, yeah, as soon as this came out, it inspired me, and I started writing a Dogma script. But inevitably, when you write it, and if it's an idea you really love, you want to put all the gusto into it. And so every word of dialogue you write and every scene you set, you think to yourself, well, this is really hard to do if we did a Dogma, but this is good for the script. And so if you care enough for a film to get it written, you probably want to give it the most love, you know? It's
yeah, makes sense.
You know, if you care enough for a dog to buy it, you probably care enough to buy it good food. So it's really hard to neglect your baby, in a sense. That's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
So that's why I think it's really hard to do Dogmas, and I think is why it's there. It's so hard to make a film and then to restrict yourself. Lars von Trier and Thomas Vinterberg were already pretty established directors. Is it Dogma 85? 98? When is I think it was 95, right?
85. Oh, I thought it was 85. Oh, no, you might be right.
No, it is Dogma 95.
It's 95.
I was just questioning myself because Celebration came out in 98. But anyway, they were already pretty established, and they were kind of pushing back, same as the French New Wave or the Italian New Wave or the American New Wave, where they were pretty decently established, and they put out these rules to push back on the current establishment, either Hollywood or the current big class of filmmakers at the time. So a lot of these rules aren't made for you or I. They are made for, you know, big directors.
Big directors to fight back against the studio system. Who already know what they're doing and have a couple films and are already solid in the class. And, you know, can go to Cannes if they wish, or know people that go to Cannes.
but it's not really made for you and I, really.
No, no.
Because for most cases, if you're making a film at our level, you're not going to have more than 10 people behind the camera because you don't have the money
Yeah.
to. It's not really a rule because it's inherently what you have.
Yeah.
Really fun. I don't think this is going to pull out any great films. I
No.
don't know any of the filmmakers that are attached to this. Just reading their names, they just seem like regular people. I'm sure they're well known in the space, but yeah.
I mean, reading these rules, these really are meant for films of the caliber that are getting entered into cans. Like, this is just
Yeah.
a step-by-step list for films entered into cans, like pure auteur-powered movies.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting from this.
You just look up any of these filmmakers and you go, okay, these people have made a couple pictures. None have probably made their way to theaters in America. They haven't been to their films haven't been played in AMC.
Very
They're
underground.
nice, grounded directors that make good work, that have the room to push back. But yeah, I thought it was good fun. Good fun. Very, very nice little part. But yes, cans. Has anything stood out to you with cans?
Yeah, you know what? There's been a couple. We have
I've
Hope.
Hope.
From the director of the Wailing.
Right. Say their
I'm
name.
I'm not even gonna try butcher
Do it,
this gentleman's
James.
name. Nah, I'm not even attempting that.
I think it's just Na Hong Jin.
Is it? Well,
Na Hong Jin.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, the director of The Wailing, which is a film that I love. I've heard mixed things about this. I've heard mixed things about the whole cans. Not many heavy hitters, and it seems that a decent amount of the big boys were weirdly put into non-competition.
Yeah.
The new film by the director, We're All Going to the World's Fair. What was the name of that film?
What was that? No, it's not.
Life and
Fjord.
Death at Camp Miasma.
Yeah.
Life and Death at Camp Miasma. I've heard that was really good, but that was not in competition for some reason.
I don't know how that all works though with cans.
No, I don't understand.
I've never really got into the trenches of how competition works in festivals.
No, but I was really excited because they have a full director's cut of The Devils. Ken Russell's The Devils.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Ken Russell's fan, and I just watched The Devils, and I thought it was incredible. And to know that there is a full unedited cut out there, because I don't think The Devils has been put onto 4K or Blu-ray. Maybe like one or two French versions, or some random country got the rights for it for a year or two. But I would kill for a 4K of The Devils, a full director's cut.
Well, that's the great thing about these festivals is they do release, 4K remasters of films, sometimes going back to the 30s, and they'll play films here, or uncut versions of films that you don't usually that you wouldn't expect to get an uncut release,
Yes, last year at the New Zealand International Film Festival, we saw a couple re-releases. Trying to actually remember what some of them were. Oh, I watched Angel's Egg, which was a beautiful animated film. And we saw, when I saw The Mermaid, what was that one called?
Oh, The Mermaids. Oh God, now I'm forgetting it.
I've seen The Mermaid. It's a really bizarre title.
Yeah. But one of
Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma by Jane Schoenbrunn.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably the one I'm most excited for.
Yeah, there's all of a sudden, director of Drive My Car, Evil Does Not Exist.
Yes.
Evil Does Not Exist is on Criterion at the moment. I should check that one out. There's some buzz around there. It'll be interesting to see how many of these do come over to the Melbourne International Film Festival.
Yes, which we are just before recording planning on what we were gonna do, and I'm so excited.
It's going to be thrilling because it's the first time going to I don't really count the New Zealand Film
Foreign.
Festival.
Yeah, that was really good though. I really enjoyed that.
It's a good festival, but Melbourne, that's an established festival that's been going on for much longer, I'm sure. And it's going to be great to actually leave the country to actually spend 6 hours in a theater just watching movies all day.
Yeah. One film I'm super excited for, which I think the New Zealand Film Festival has announced already, is the new James Gray film, Paper Tiger.
Yeah.
Starring Adam Driver, Miles Teller, and Scarlett Johansson.
I think they're slowly releasing them, eh? They're slowly...
I don't think Melbourne has. New Zealand has. They are, I think, 2 weeks ahead.
Yeah.
Of Melbourne. So I think we'll be able to get a couple showings of each.
I really enjoyed Ad Astra, so this will be exciting.
Did you watch Lost City?
Lost City of Z? Yes, I did. That one's an interesting movie. I enjoyed it, but I suspect most people that didn't enjoy it expected a huge action adventure film, and it's just not what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's action and adventure, but it's just not to the scale of something like Ad Astra.
When I first saw the title of Lost City of Z, I naively assumed it was like a film about the discovery of New Zealand.
Oh.
I thought it was like a weird James Cook film.
That makes sense. I could see that.
You know, that's like kind of what it looks like in a way. I'm kind of thankful it isn't, though. I think that would be an incredibly hard film to pull off.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. I remember seeing it 2017. It played at the New Zealand International Film Festival. I almost went and saw it, but I didn't. Yeah, I wish I had.
That's always the case. It's like
I wish I had seen this.
Yeah, I think last year was our first film festival ever, right? Was it your first film festival?
Yeah, it was.
Which was wild. I don't know why it took us so long, but I dove more than head first. I think I appeared in the pool before I even knew it. I watched, I think, 17 films in the festival.
Wow.
I think every day I watched like 3 films in the festival.
You brought one of the multi-passes though, right? Like a 10 film pass?
Yeah, I bought 10 pass and then I got a couple extras. God, it was so good. It was so incredible.
I think
probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, the best thing is getting to theater hop. You know, you're hopping from one cinema to another and you're watching completely different genres and different environments, and it's really, really exciting.
My apologies, I over-exaggerated. It was only 13 films.
Oh, 13. This guy's a chump. He's not a real festival goer.
I've heard The Mermaid Singing. That is the title.
That's the title.
It's a bizarre film, and it was really fun. It was a really good time. That was really fun. We just went that spur of the moment.
Yeah,
we had some time between films.
And it's funny, the main actress looked exactly like one of your coworkers at the time.
It was really trippy. I saw it at Academy, which is where I used to work, and my old boss there was named Polly, and the character in the film is named Polly, and she basically did the same job as what she does now, and it was super trippy. I was really freaked out about it in a way, because she looked and acted the exact same as my old boss. Super trippy experience.
It'd be a kind of scary experience, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean to see the shrouds in a cinema was so good. a new Cronenberg for the first time. Its New Zealand debut.
Maybe the
That
last.
was. Let's hope not. Let's
hope
let's
not.
hope not. That was incredible. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got to see The Secret Agent, which at the time was just a random film, and then months and months later became, a front runner in the Oscar race. And that was the same with The Resurrections, which I convinced you to see.
I'm so glad you convinced me to see this movie.
We had lined up about 4 films that day, and it ended with Eddington, which was the New Zealand debut of Eddington. It's the Civic in Auckland, which was a packed house and was a great film. And on a spur of the moment, I had chosen to watch Resurrection, which I knew nothing about. It just lined up, and I was like, well, I'm already here. I could see it. And I convinced you to see it too. And we went in, we knew nothing about the director, the plot, just one screenshot. I didn't even know what language or country it was from.
No, neither did I.
And then slowly but surely, we realized that we were watching a masterpiece.
We were watching something truly special, and the kind of movie I would hope to come out of a festival surprised by. And I'm so glad we watched it.
And I think everyone we talked to afterwards, we were like, Resurrection, this is the movie. We watched huge films, Eddington, The Secret Agent, The Shrouds, huge films, even like Lesbian Space Princess and Pavements, and this film stood above it all. And no one was talking about it. We heard nothing about it, and then slowly over, the past 2 months...
Maybe even longer than that, yeah.
Yeah, just in the new year, like, Resurrections was pushed so hard. It got a Criterion release, or it's scheduled for one. It was on the Letterboxd video store. Everyone was talking about it. And
Academy's now playing it? Yeah.
Yeah, and to know that we watched it, we were the first people in New Zealand to watch it, and one of the first people in the world to watch it, is incredible.
Yeah.
And truly what festivals are about.
Yeah, like, going into that movie, no idea what it was about, the plot, the themes, even coming out of it, I was so shocked by how beautiful and how the way it made me feel was just it was so emotional coming out of that movie.
We turned to each other about 2 minutes in when we realized that it was like a silent film homage, like a Frankenstein homage.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, this is going to be a movie for us. And I mean, it looked clunky. I think the effects weren't fully done at that point, and he was still editing it. But we looked at each other and we're like, okay, this is a bit messy, but it's for us. It's going to be one of these films. But then it just expanded and grew, and it's a long movie.
It is. It is long, eh?
Long movie.
Oh yeah.
I shed a few tears at the vampire sequence.
Yeah.
Right up my
gorgeous. Alley. Yeah. It was like they had something for each of us, and it was so
noir
beautiful.
Detectives.
Yeah.
Some lyrical dialogue and vampires and
martial arts.
Martial arts, some comedy, and it's so incredible. And I hope to God that we have that experience again.
Yeah. It's
here at the Melbourne Film Festival.
Yeah, it's beautiful love letter to cinema, that film. Yeah, I'm looking at Cannes from 2024. It's some pretty big movies come out of there. Anora, of course. Should, of course, go on to win Best Picture. Megalopolis.
My lovely boy Megalopolis.
Your lovely boy Megalopolis. Some stinkers. Emilia Perez. Needn't I say any more? Some forgotten movies, Kinds of Kindness. We've had a real variety come out of the 2024 Cannes, so it'll be interesting to see what sticks this year.
Yeah, I think we're near the end of the festival. I still don't know what's gonna get the Palme d'Or.
Yeah.
Last year it was
What was
just
last
an
year?
accident. It
Yeah.
was just an accident, right? Which was a great film.
Yeah.
But
Eddington, 2025, sentimental value. I mean, again, like some real big films. Yee got a re-release that last year. Yeah.
I'm interested to see Minotaur by the director of Leviathan. I haven't seen any of his films, but it seems like he'll be up my alley. I think this year is a bit slimmer because many of the big films that we're all excited for are big Hollywood films this year. Finally, last year, what were the big Hollywood films that we were all excited for?
Yeah, I mean this.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, it's like I can't off the top of my head. I'm like,
I know.
shit,
I know
what
you
came
were
out
not,
last year?
I know you were scratching at the bit for your Thunderbolts.
I was really, really hoping my Captain America would
would fixate you. But this year is mostly big blockbusters.
Yeah.
Avengers, Spider-Man, The Odyssey, Disclosure Day.
Yeah, Disclosure Day, of course. Supergirl, even
Supergirl,
Clayface.
Yeah.
I mean,
except for Clayface, yeah.
Oh, my bad. I forgot about the Wolfman.
Oh
last year.
Wolf. Oh my god! Don't talk to me about the Wolfman. Was that only a year ago?
Yeah, that was.
It felt like
like
it was 3 years ago.
Ugh. Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
We'll probably do an episode on the Melbourne Film Festival.
We will
see if we find some good pictures there.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll come out surprised like we were with so many from last year's New Zealand festival. Yeah. Shall we move on to this week's movie, Rhys?
Yeah, I see you clicking around so goddamn much. Looks like you're hacking into the Pentagon over there.
I'm scrambling, trying to come up with a movie on the spot.
He's had 3 goddamn weeks. Every week of recording, he's pushed off this intro, and it's pissing me off. You better come with some heat, otherwise I'm gonna be really pissed.
I'll come with as much heat as a silent film can bring.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into our synopsis. In London, Professor Challenger announces that prehistoric creatures are alive and flourishing in the Amazon jungle, and declare his intention to mount an expedition proving his point. Joined by hunter John Roxton and others, the group goes to South America, where they do indeed find a plateau inhabited by prehistoric creatures. Your director is Harry O'Hoyt, who's done Jungle Bride. That's probably a very racist movie. The Belle of Broadway, The Promise Path, and Return of Boston Blackie.
Not Boston Blackie.
That sounds like a rough title. Your top bills are Bessie Love, who did Intolerance. Your boy W.D. Griffith. Soulfire, and mainly just silent studio pictures. Lewis Stone, The Patriot, Grand Hotel, Red-Headed Woman, Wallace Berry, The Champ, That's Entertainment, My Wife's Relations, Lloyd Hughes, The Mysterious Island, Alcinders, and Where East is East. Any guesses?
Well, this sounds like an adaptation of The Lost World. Have I watched this film?
No, you have not watched this film.
Do you think I know what this is?
Yes, you're right on it.
Is it The Lost World?
Yeah, it's The Lost World.
Oh my god! Wow, there we go. That was weird. Yeah, I think I just watched a video on The Lost World.
By Patrick H. Willems.
That's it. That's why. Yeah, I watched the Patrick H. Willems film on YouTube essay on why there are not as many dinosaur films.
Yeah, it's not even. It's a bit of a coincidence because I had planned to watch this movie about three or so weeks ago when I started Silent Spectacular. So it wasn't a spur of the moment thing when I saw that video essay. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't actually know that there was a silent version. I knew of the '60s version, and I knew of the the Jurassic Park version, but no, I didn't know that there was a silent film. This looks great.
Yeah, I watched it last night at the theater. It's pretty cool watching on the big screen, especially it's 1925, and it's a bizarre experience because it's a silent action uh, dinosaur movie, but there's no sound. So
Right.
it's a very surreal experience watching this kind of movie with
Yeah.
no roar of the dinosaurs or
And I see in the poster, the dinosaur is in what looks like to be jolly old England, and I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
it happens because this is not far from Michael Crichton's The Lost World.
Yeah.
This is it's basically a 1-to-1 copy Michael Crichton's Lost World. He takes bits from it, but the plot and everything is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is crazy that Arthur Conan Doyle wrote this, though. I'm guessing, did he write this between when he killed off Sherlock Holmes? When did he kill off Sherlock Holmes?
I want to say, well, he stopped writing Sherlock Holmes around 26, 27, I think. This was written around 2012, 1912. But I don't have much history with Sir Arthur Conan Doyle or Sherlock Holmes. I don't think I've watched many Sherlock Holmes films or adaptations.
I've watched a few. I'm just pulling up his bibliography. I can't find it.
I think I've only really watched The Hound of
Baskerville.
Baskerville. Yeah.
Have you not watched the Robert Downey films?
No, I haven't. And then there's also
they're fine.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really been that interested in Sherlock Holmes. I mean, there's the Guy Ritchie film. I think you've seen.
Yeah, those are the Robert Downey Jr. films. Yeah.
Oh,
They're
I see.
fine.
I see. Okay.
They're fine. Let's see. What is the first Sherlock Holmes book?
It must have been like 1870 something.
Going down a rabbit hole with this one. A Study in Scarlet is what the immediate thing is. Now, a study in Scarlet. That is 1887. And then The Lost World was in
1912.
1912.
Yeah.
I think. No, this was still when he was writing Sherlock.
Yeah.
I don't remember when he paused.
I think he stopped around sometime in the 1920s, I want to say. But I think there's more short stories than novels.
Oh my god, there's so many, there's so much.
Yeah,
It just keeps going.
But The Lost World.
Yeah, it's complicated. But yeah, The Lost World, I don't know why. Is that his only sci-fi? We can't ask. I gotta stop asking fucking questions about Conan Doyle.
There's more coming in after we watch the movie.
God.
This is the first full-length film to feature dinosaurs, which is pretty cool.
Well, is it because I guess full length. I remember
feature length.
There's a famous short animated film that has a dinosaur in it.
Yeah,
What is that one called?
I think that it's like Theodore or something.
Yeah.
But this is the first feature-length film to feature a dinosaur.
Right.
But that's getting very deep into Patrick H. Willems' video, which is a really great video essay too. Really great.
I mean, when is he not good?
Yeah, when is Patrick H. Willems
Gertie.
Gertie the dinosaur.
The wonderful trained dinosaur. Which is a lovely piece of animation. 1914.
It looks pretty cool.
We've watched it. Well, I think we got shown it in university. But yeah, this is not going to be Gertie. I think these dinosaurs are going to have a bit more bite to them.
Yeah.
Oh man, 2000s dinosaur. That just popped up on my screen. What a bad movie.
I don't think I watched Dinosaur.
Yeah, I'll probably keep it that way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
So, the film for this week is... I'll pull it back up. The Lost World, directed by Harry O. Hoyt. Is that how you pronounce it? Hoyt?
Yep.
Yeah. 1925. 104 minutes. Not bad. The tagline is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's stupendous story. Bit of a... Why? Out of all the things to call... If this is your first full-length feature dinosaur movie, and you're like, Conan Doyle, that's what the people need. Seeing a giant fucking dinosaur on a poster, that's not going to get the kids into the cinemas. That's not going to put butts in seats. But Conan Doyle...
Well, at the
that's
time...
the man for the job.
At the time, right? Maybe he would be like putting Spielberg on a poster.
I guess, but, you know... Who are going to these... It's like 5-year-olds, right? It's The Lost World, a big dinosaur. Kids want to see that. But what, are they more interested in Sherlock Holmes?
I don't know if it's specifically...
Arthur Conan Doyle?
I don't know if it's specifically, like, kids. I don't know what demographic Conan Doyle is targeting with The Lost World. I mean, I think it's more targeted to, like...
That is true. I wonder when dinosaurs became, like, a kid's thing.
Yeah, because...
you know,
surely around
nowadays,
here. Yeah. Maybe,
yeah, because, I mean, now we think of dinosaurs as, like, a kid, like, everyone has a dinosaur phase. My niece loves dinosaurs, and she's, you know, only 2, so I wonder if that's... I just assumed that was always the case, that dinosaurs were always, like, a kid thing.
Yeah, well, at some point, right, toy companies must have started... catching on to something and manufacturing them targeted towards kids and marketing it to kids. But I don't know. I think around this time, it must have been something that fascinated, I don't know, like archaeologists, maybe like late teens, people our age.
The book, I'm guessing if the book was written by Conan Doyle, I'm sure it would have been for 20-somethings or, you know, actual adults.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's interesting. Well, we'll need to, like, watch some documentaries on early dinosaur history.
But watching this movie, though, it's I wouldn't say it's targeted to kids.
Okay, well, that's good.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the demographic they really have in mind here.
I guess that was just my assumption then.
Yeah, fair enough, yeah. But yeah, I mean, The Lost World would go on to, you know, have a 1960s movie, and I believe Harry
after the Crate.
Yeah.
Did Harryhausen do one? Right.
I want to say I could be wrong. I want to say maybe he animated the 60s one.
So I'm guessing Crichton, as soon as he made the Lost World novel, it kind of just erased the Doyle books. I didn't actually know that Conan Doyle wrote the Lost World.
I don't think many people do,
because I just assumed it was the Crichton novel.
Yeah,
I don't know how legally did he get the rights to use the Lost World.
Maybe he didn't.
Maybe not.
Yeah,
that's just weird. I thought someone would have sued his ass. especially the Doyle estate. The Conan Doyle estate are real cunts.
They're ruthless.
Then again, every estate, the Michael Jackson estate, the Tolkien estate, like any estate that only has like one thing, like are hounds
Yeah.
chomping at the bit to just sue anyone to oblivion.
They're fucking ruthless. I am incorrect. Willis O'Brien did actually do the animation for the 60s version as well as the original.
Did Harryhausen ever do dinosaurs?
I don't actually, now that I'm thinking of it, I don't actually know if he did. He must
he
have.
did the dinosaurs in King Kong, didn't he? Or was there someone else? You're the Harryhausen expert.
I'm trying to think here. Ray Harryhausen. Thinks he did. I guess Beast from 20,000 Fathoms kind of counts. Or 20 million miles to Earth. 1 million years BC. No, that doesn't. Oh, that does have dinosaurs. I'm stupid. That does have dinosaurs. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He didn't do King Kong. That was
No.
Willis O'Brien.
But he
sure,
did.
Yeah,
he did work on Mighty Joe Young. So.
Okay.
He's got that credit. I don't have that credit.
And we gave him all the Oscars. We gave him the Pulitzer, right, for Mighty Joe Young. We gave him Keys to the Kingdom. So The Lost World, I'm going to run and watch it right now. And I'll be back and we'll talk about some silent dinosaurs.
Amidst the pioneering silent epics of the 1920s, Hollywood would release the first film adaptation of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's classic novel about a land where prehistoric creatures still roam. In London, Professor Challenger announces that prehistoric creatures are alive and flourishing in the Amazon jungle and declares his intention to mount an expedition proving his point. Journalist Edward Malone volunteers to go and convinces his newspaper to fund the journey. Paula White hopes to find her father, a missing explorer. They and others undertake the voyage and witness dinosaurs and humanoids doing battle in a magnificent landscape. This is The Lost World 1925. Where do we begin, Rhys?
Did you write that? Or did you pick that from somewhere?
I took bits and stitched them together.
Because how did you describe their journey? You described it as, what was the exact word?
Their journey?
Yeah, their journey.
Towards the end when I said it was of a magnificent...
A magnificent journey?
Yeah.
They kind of just get there.
Yeah.
We kind of just hard cut to them being at the plateau.
Well, I have to add in words to make this feel more grandiose.
Yeah, because the film won't do it.
The film will not do that for you.
It's not going to do that.
I was waiting for your rating to drop on Letterboxd. I was on the edge of my seat. I was clicking back and forth to Letterboxd.
Did you see it?
I did.
Yeah, this was boring. Fuck, this was a snooze fest. Oh my god. You wonder why. Has anyone done a podcast on this movie?
I think they've done it on the Michael Crichton book. Not.
Yeah. Well, so no, not even the Conan Doyle. Probably someone's done a Conan Doyle
I think
one.
someone has.
But
yeah,
there's probably a reason for that. Because is there anything to say about this movie that would not be better said to any Ray Harryhausen or Jurassic Park or any other film of that magnitude?
It depends. Ray Harryhausen pictures racist.
Probably. I've
Pro-
only watched one. You know.
I didn't. Well, Ray Harryhausen's flicks are not. They're probably more misogynistic than
Yeah.
racist.
I guess Harryhausen, he doesn't care. He screams to me as a person that doesn't even like people,
He,
let alone any race or gender. In a way, he's the best of us
just
because
wants
he hates
to-
everyone.
He just wants to animate a giant scorpion crawling across the screen.
I mean, we've been there. We've been there.
We have been there.
Um,
yeah. Spoilers are ahead. We are going deep.
God forbid.
Deep in...
God forbid we spoil this movie.
This film's been out for over 100
Oh
years.
my god. Yeah, what?
101 now?
130?
Wait, sorry, no,
It's
sorry,
11,
130,
right?
sorry, yes.
137?
Yeah.
137 years.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy. Oh no, 120. 100. Wait, no,
Wait
it's
a minute.
150.
Wait,
150 because
wait.
we take away 11. We don't
Wait,
add 11.
I'm relying on you to do the maths.
We take away 11 because it's 1911. We don't add 11 to it. Yeah. Okay. So why cut out the journey? That's my big question. So what happens is that the first, what would you say, 15 minutes is the setup? Maybe
15
even 20
minutes,
minutes. It's a long
yeah.
time. They spend about 20 minutes setting up the story, which we'll get back to. But as soon as they shake hands and say, okay, let's go on this little journey of ours, they just cut to the plateau. Like they have like, ooh, they're on little
I was going to say you're
kayaks.
missing something important, a David Attenborough documentary along the way.
Oh my god. What? Fuck, I hate this in old movies where I guess the marvel of animals in general is crazy enough to waste footage on. Because nowadays, if you watched like a Jurassic Park movie and they just cut to phone footage of a monkey or a little bear, no one would. It would be ridiculous. But back in 1911, I guess people hadn't seen a bear before.
They hadn't seen a sloth before.
They spend like, oh my god, probably 30 seconds on the sloth, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's 30 seconds of a woman looking at a sloth, someone saying that's a sloth, and then cutting back to the woman gawking at a sloth.
It's 30 seconds of a film that's like 100 and like not even like an hour 30. So 30 seconds is like 3 minutes in this movie. It's pretty sluggish.
Now you sent me a hour 40 version. And originally I looked online and the version I could find was an hour, about 55 minutes. Halfway through the version that you sent me, I was watching, I thought to myself, fuck, I'm sure that hour version is so much better. Because there's just so much, it's so long and yet so much just gets skipped over. I'm guessing because it's lost.
Yeah, it's a lost movie. So
yeah.
Between I'll cover this a bit more later on,
okay.
But between I want to say 2027, I don't remember the year, but most of the film was lost, and in 2016 I want to say there was a cut put together which is closest to what we have to the original version.
But that's crazy because at the end of the version you sent me is B-roll. It's like little slate boards.
I know.
For the little stop motion scenes, and I'm like, how the hell do we have B-roll and not the rest of it? I think that's wild.
It's pretty interesting. A lot of it had vanished for years, and
so when was it available for the public?
I believe it was 2016.
2016.
Yeah. So I was.
Oh my god! Were you into the scene? Were you like on? You know.
Did I recover the footage?
No. Were you like? Did you have your ear to the ground? Were you in the scene, like talking on the Reddit boards about this?
I was into some threads that probably dated back to like the mid 2000s,
right.
Where people were going, "Oh, where's the rest? Where's the footage?"
Right, but you weren't on the front lines.
I was not on the front lines.
You were too busy going out on hot dates.
Yeah.
We were so busy, like,
We
being the cool guys of school and, being slick, suave men, that we didn't have time to look into lost films from 1911, of course.
we had more important things
I
on our
wonder.
plate.
I wonder if we could see where we were when the film was recovered, what we were doing. Probably something really lame, even lamer.
Probably something incredibly lame, like when I was deep into war history, looking up the first Panzer tank to
Right.
drive
Right.
headfirst into Russia.
I was probably being racist.
So pretty close.
Yeah. But that's wild. Was this your first watch?
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually picked this before watching it.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I had seen footage of it, but I didn't have much time on my hands, so
Mhm.
I was like, shit, this'll have to fill the spot.
Now, you liked it. You gave it a 7 out of 10, or in your words, a 3.5 out of 5. I'm guessing that's because of the remarkable stop motion dinosaurs.
Yeah, I think my rating is, and in my notes, I have a lot of issues with this movie, but a
Mhm.
lot of my rating is revolving around an appreciation for the history behind the creation of this movie.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
about, as you said, the stop motion, the effects. They're so revolutionary for the time
Mhm.
that my rating is as high as it is due to, like, out of respect.
Yeah, that's the hard thing about rating film, right? And it depends how we rate. I personally, for me, I flip flop a lot on how I rate movies. Because yeah, you could watch The Lost World and give it a 10 out of 10 because of its it's lost, that it was found is incredible, and where it sits in history is amazing. Or you could look at it as a boring, dull movie.
Yeah.
How do you rate movies when you're on Letterboxd and you're watching stuff like this?
It's I usually rate them. I try not to rate them right away.
Yeah.
Because coming off a movie, you're usually coming off of it with especially if you enjoy a movie with a high, and it doesn't have much time to sit with you, and you don't analyze it.
Yeah.
I need to sit with a movie.
I think giving it a sleep.
Yeah.
Giving it a sleep really helps.
Yeah.
I know people that log movies as soon as the credits roll in the cinemas.
I'm guilty of that sometimes.
Yeah, we do that when it's a marathon.
Yeah.
Because you're automatically going to forget it once it's over.
If it's a film, a nothing film like the short they played before, Position, I'm logging that as it's starting. Because it's a nothing
what was
burger
that
of
called?
a
It was like
movie.
the kitchen. It was like a future kitchen, wasn't it?
Yeah, my future kitchen had a weird.
It was fun.
It was fine.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the problem with ratings in general. Some people don't rate. We have friends that just don't rate. They just log movies. And that makes my that ticks me off a bit.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I think that's just me wanting to know what they think of it.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
That's I like look, and they heart something, but they don't heart others, and they give 10s, but they don't give any other ratings. It just confuses me.
I give way too many 7 out of 10s, or three and a half stars.
I've done this a bunch where I go back to Letterboxd and I go through my 7 out of 10s and I chuck a bunch of the back. Most of the time I do that. I go back and I'm like, I gave Ant-Man a 7 out of 10. Why would I give Ant-Man a 7 out of 10? Why would I give Ant-Man 2 a 7 out of 10? Who would do that?
Then you realize you rated it when you were
in
film school.
Yeah, when
it
you
came
were
out.
Like 18 and you watched it and you're like, oh, it was fun. A 7 out of 10.
It was a fun
alright.
movie.
7 out of 10. Let's get back to this movie, James. I don't know why you got us off track. This movie has so many gaps in it.
So many gaps.
I'm guessing because they're missing. But also I don't think it would be better if they were there.
Trust me, it would probably make this worse. when we
Yeah.
when we get to the book, which has no shortage of gaps, let me tell you that. It gets pretty taxing at that point. But
Should we start at the start?
yeah.
A guy wants to get some pussy, but she says you need to be a bad boy. Classic tale. Tale as old as time.
Gladys
Yeah.
is
She's like,
unimpressed.
Nah.
Nope.
You're not getting this until you fly in the face of danger. He's like, well, okay. And then he does a little slapstick routine in the journalist office. Why? There's no others. I guess there's one other scene that's like a slapstick piece. But there's nothing
yeah.
out. Or there's also the black guy. So yeah, maybe I'll take my words back there. He does a little slapstick routine, which causes him to fly into the editor-in-chief office of the newspaper he's working at, and the editor-in-chief just says, okay, go and cover this quack. Okay.
Well, he's looking for a thrilling story to impress Gladys, and they're like, well, we've got this mad professor
he fell
who's
through the door. The door is smashed. He has like a bucket on his foot, shoe polish on his face.
But there's also it's
and they're like, well, get your ass down to the museum.
Well, I mean, you mentioned there was another scene, but there's also like two other scenes of slapstick comedy, like the ladder at the end, and then the dinosaur.
Yeah.
But this is the worst part of the movie. Well, one of the worst parts of the movie, the love subplot. It's so...
That's all of the movie, though.
Yeah.
That's the entirety of the movie.
It's so underdeveloped. It's so boring.
So he goes to the museum where a quack says that he went on an expedition to this fucking place in the Amazon. He found dinosaurs, and everyone confidently says that he's a quack.
Understandably.
Until a doddery old man puts his hand up and says he'll join, and a Craven the Hunter type says he'll join, and then the journalist stands up and he says, I'll join. And the quack asks him, you sir, what is your name? What is your occupation? And he says, well, I'm a journalist for the newspaper that said that you're a quack. Fuck, man, he goes on site.
He chases him out the building.
Starts like nothing. There's not an extra shot. There's the shot of him saying who he is, and the quack fucking bolts at him. The whole place goes in chaos.
But why would he tell him? He works at the same newspaper.
He could just say that he's a newspaper man.
No, not even that. We've already established that this guy hates newspaper men. Just say you work at the local golf club.
Fuck, that was funny. Fuck, that was really funny.
That was
that's probably the best part of the movie, when they have the punch up.
Yeah, and yeah, the
and the cop's like, "What's all this then?"
And his wife's like, he's always a violent old Groot.
Yeah, she says if he's ever abusive again, let me know. I'm
like
"Ooh,
yikes,
Jesus Christ,
Jesus."
There is so many scenes, so many spurts of exposition that are just communicated by a huge block of text written by the main character. On probably halfway through reading the first block of text, I just gave up. I was like, who cares?
Yeah, you don't actually need to follow it.
if I actually need to know, that's their problem. It's their fault for just... They just gave me the script because it's typed in like a script format, and they just give it to you. So in a way, I'm just reading the script.
You know what's funny though? At the time, critics pointed out the exact same issue during the silent era. They pointed out
you're just reading the script. He just gave you the fucking script and said, have at it.
This is during the silent era where you were forced to read too.
Oh my god, there is so much text.
Yeah.
My eyes glazed over. I don't think I read half the text, and I got it. You could cut out most of the dialogue of this, and you would not miss a beat. So, I have a bit of a punch up, and he says, how about we talk about this like gentlemen? The quack says, "Well, why didn't you say that to begin with?" That was pretty good. I
That was
like
pretty
that.
funny.
I mean,
That was
they
pretty funny.
literally
Yeah.
they get all the way to the guy's house and they punch up so hard in a cartoon bubble of
They
of
roll
dust.
down the
They roll
stairs.
down the
It's
stairs.
so Looney Tune-ish.
That's the best part of the movie. Then we get the spiel of what the hell's happening, which is nothing. And nothing's happening. There's
Yeah.
there's a plateau with the dinosaurs. Let's go and see the dinosaurs. And there is a hint that we're introduced to another woman,
Laura White.
Laura White.
Her father, Maple White, previously had gone.
Sounds like a Cadbury bar. Maple White.
It sounds like a name out of a fake detectives
Yeah,
novel.
because it's Conan
Yeah. Anyway, her father, Maple White, had previously gone on an expedition with Challenger,
Yeah.
and he was trapped in this destination
Plateau,
with
yeah.
Plateau, and Challenger had made it back, but he hadn't.
But we forgot. We met the bloke himself.
Oh, and of course,
Mr. Conan Doyle.
He makes a cameo at the beginning.
I was confused. The opening is sort of Frankenstein-esque.
Yeah.
Where it is just Conan Doyle, just a BBC shot of Conan Doyle walking down his steps with his dogs. And he's like, "Hello there. This is a stupendous story you're going to have. One of thrilling twists.
You wanna hear about my
magical
story?
tale."
I wrote a story, but it's for boys and for men. Hey, it kind of confirmed what we talked about at the intro. The demographic.
Yeah, for boys, and men.
Yeah.
I always love the word stupendous. That's a good word. Stupendous.
Who invented stupendous?
But yeah, why have Conan Doyle himself? I don't know.
I think he wanted to be in this.
It was nice.
Yeah,
I like that.
Nice little cameo.
I like that. You say that this is the worst part of the movie, but honestly, most of my favorite stuff is from this part of the movie. But yeah, we're introduced to second woman,
Laura
and
White.
There's a little hint that the hunter, who is like 50 years old, is into this like 19-year-old woman, and then we hard cut to. Oh no. We have a little Indiana Jones scene.
We do. A map with there's no animation, right? I think it's just a map.
No, there is.
There?
A little animation of the
that?
boat and then the little...
Oh, I missed that.
I went to, I think it was last month, Masayoshi Takanaka, the concert in the Auckland City Hall. Great time. Great man. Beautiful, beautiful Japanese man. The concert experience was a different thing.
I was gonna say, don't lie to me. Don't lie to the listeners. It was miserable.
I don't like concerts. I don't like concerts. And well, it was a standing concert, which I think is a ridiculous thing to ask of people. I think it is ridiculous. This was not like a mosh pit. There was like 2 people dancing. The rest were stretching on their tippy toes to see Masayoshi Takanaka. I watched him more through people's phones than with my own eyes, even though he was, I don't know, probably like a decent pass away. Like I could toss him a ball. I could toss him a cricket ball from where I was standing. It was like no distance at all. But
toss him a reel from this movie.
For the half that show, I was looking at people's heads, which pissed me off. But anyway, he played the Indiana Jones theme.
Did he?
Yes. He's very famous.
Nice.
One of my favorite albums of his, he plays the Star Wars theme.
That's cool.
In a
That's
bossa nova sense. It's really fun and really spooky. Because the first time I heard that album was just a random YouTube recommendation, and then for this random YouTube recommendation to just have a Star Wars song back in like the 70s.
That's cool.
But yeah, he played a little Indiana Jones. That was really nice. I really loved that.
It's nice. It's
just one little
for the fans.
A little side there. But yeah, and then we hard cut to the Amazon where he's typing away in a buttoned up linen, probably not linen, probably just a buttoned up cotton shirt.
As you do.
And Oxfords.
Yeah.
And slacks. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? That sounds miserable. That sounds ungodly. Why would you do that? Like, the masses aren't going to see you. You're away from quote unquote polite society. Fuck, man. We're a we're a singlet. What are you doing? What are you doing?
This is the Roaring 20s though. If you're going to the
Roaring
Amazon,
Tens, James.
my bad. The Roaring Tens. But if you're going to the Amazon, you're going in style.
Hate it.
God forbid you get caught in a singlet in the Amazon.
Yeah, but they wrote down the Amazon. 50% of the shots are just random shots of zoo animals.
Fun fact: we see a leopard that they describe as a jaguar, but it's a leopard.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the difference between a leopard and a jaguar?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I'm not David Attenborough. I don't know. But yeah, majority of the time it's just them rowing. Stop. Point. Well, that's the six-legged sloth. They keep rowing.
I just pulled up this is the first thing that came up. It's just a cat with big eyes. I'm looking at it. Doesn't look like much. Doesn't look like
it's
4/5 of fuck all. On the outside at least, it seems that jaguars
Well, the
are
inside
from...
is what matters.
So wait, they say jaguars, right?
I
But
believe it's
showed
jaguars.
leopards?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah,
it's. I might have it the wrong way around.
Well,
but
because
it's-
jaguars
yeah.
are from South America,
Yeah.
and leopards are from Africa.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't fucking care. I do not care about what kind of fucking cat they got.
We're also introduced to Jocko the monkey.
Sure.
We get introduced to
I hate
our
monkeys in movies. I hate monkeys in movies, man. They always want to squeeze in a monkey in a movie. I just don't give a shit about monkeys.
Do we want to address the
monkey in the room?
the monkey? That's not a great way of leading into.
I'm sorry. I thought you meant the anthropomorphized like
Rhys,
monkey
how could
man.
you?
I thought you meant the
Ooh.
monkey man on the plateau,
Ooh,
not the literal
yikes.
black person.
Yikes! That's not a good way to lead into.
Yeah, so there's a guy with shoe polish on his face.
Yeah, we've got blackface happening in this
So
one.
he does get invited to the museum at the end, and he's in a nice little suit.
Yeah, that
Very
also
nice.
happens in the book, and he's still disrespected. So
He's treated fine in this, but
Yeah.
he's treated as a comedic character.
he's because that's not great. It's not great.
It was actually kind of weird because, like, they were like sharing binoculars. They were sitting next to each other. The guy was just treating him normally, like outside of the
Yeah,
film, acting like he's a comedic character.
yeah, there's no
and him being
menace.
blackface.
Yeah,
It's really weird that they're just like, yeah, he's just here. He's just a nice guy. Why? Weird. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like it.
I don't
Moving
like
on.
it either. Yeah,
I
don't
the
know.
other monkey man.
That
Ooh,
also
Jesus
could
Christ.
be.
Yeah.
It's why is he here?
So there is a. I don't want to say anthropomorphized because it's just a big guy or just a dude in a monkey suit, but it's like a. What is it? What is he? He's a monkey man.
He's a monkey man. He's played by a wrestler, I think.
Oh, which wrestler?
I don't know.
Probably no one I know of because
No one-
that's 1911.
How's your?
No.
This film's 1925 though.
Oh,
The book's 1912.
what was 1911?
Uh,
Why
Not
did I
this.
think this was 1911?
no, the film's 1925.
I think I'm thinking of the Odyssey.
Yeah,
The Odyssey.
yeah.
So this was 19.
This is the film's 1925. The book-
1925.
yeah.
So it's 101 years.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we've fucked up 5 times.
Wasn't I
getting-
about to say 101? Then
I don't know.
then-
I don't know. What are we doing? Who are we? Where are we? If you're listening to this, please send help. We are under distress. We are each holding guns at each other.
I don't know what's more racist, blackface or the monkey man.
Probably the blackface.
Yeah.
Because I guess the monkey man is just like an early human.
Yeah. Well,
It's scary. He scared me when he first
it's
appeared.
a pretty freaky
terrifying.
makeup, right?
But
It's
it was
pretty
very
cool.
funny when he pushes down a boulder with an actual monkey.
Yeah.
So I don't know what he is, because if he's like an early, I assumed it was an early human ancestor,
It is.
right?
Yeah, that's what its intention is. Yeah.
But then why is there a regular monkey?
Budget.
That's like if on the plateau they had dinosaurs and chickens. Like, what? How did they get? What are we doing?
Well, what's funny in the 1960 version, they didn't
Mhm.
want to spend money on the effects, so they painted lizards.
That's adorable.
It's funny.
That's adorable.
It's
But
good.
yeah,
yeah,
they have this man in a monkey suit with a really terrifying
it's
face,
pretty freaky.
and he pushes down a big boulder. But the other person helping him out is just another monkey, like a what is he? Like a chimpanzee?
Yeah, like a little it's a
And
chimp.
it's funny because the chimpanzee starts helping him out push the boulder, but
Mhm.
because the monkey can't really help out too much, the boulder gets pushed towards the monkey, and the monkey gets scared, and he backs off a bit, and then he comes back and pushes the boulder back. So they kind of had a little tug of war with the boulder. That was the only thing I remembered from that last 20 minutes.
Yeah, the humans freak out. They go, "Oh, the scary ape man's following us." Cool.
Does he die? Do we
Uh,
see him?
yeah,
Like, is there a
not
finale to that character? Because I thought they would have like a big fight. I don't think they do, right?
no. He gets shot. He gets shot.
He's shot?
In the book though, the ape men are actually they're a pretty important part of the ending.
Yeah,
They're in
they
fact they're
bind the film together.
yeah. So they took that element of the book and just kept in a single character. But in the book, there's like 30 of them.
That's weird.
Yeah.
One note: that
Mhm.
plateau not that big.
It's
Not that
big,
high up.
No,
It's what, like 3 stories up?
they're like calling down to the two dudes.
Yeah.
The guy in blackface.
Yeah,
Uh,
and the other.
Zambo's his name.
Oh my god! Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't, please don't. But yeah, they just like call down to them. It's like, what do you think? 50 feet up?
Yeah,
It's not that big. It's not that high. I thought it'd be higher.
I could ascend that.
No, you couldn't.
I could, I could free ascend that.
So the plateau that is holding these dinosaurs and making sure they're not extinct is like 3 stories high, and there is another pillar. I'm describing this movie because I know whoever is listening has not watched this movie, and
This is important.
that's why I didn't describe plot by plot The Fog, because like that's a movie people want to see. But this one, I kind of have to describe what it is. There's a little pillar that has like been separated with a tree on top.
My question is, why did they not just climb the other side?
I don't know. And so they cut down this tree. They stand on this pillar, which is probably, I don't know, 12 feet across, like a 12 feet
Yeah.
diameter. It's a really tiny little pillar. They climb up it, which doesn't seem any less steep. How did they climb up
I
the
don't
pillar?
know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Chop down a palm tree and then use it as a bridge. The stupidest thing I have ever. It sounds like something a 5-year-old would think of, you know? What is the plateau and you gotta climb the pillar and then use the tree to climb over the pillar, or something that a video game would ask you to
Yeah.
do. Any rational person who, say, writes mystery novels and has to thoroughly think through their plots, you'd think that they would, like, you know,
It
makes sense.
It feels pretty gimmicky in the movie. In the book, it's written in a way which kind of makes some sort of sense,
Right.
but it doesn't translate well over to the
It's
movie.
really dumb.
Yeah.
And as soon as they cross, 2 seconds, this dinosaur comes and just swipes it off.
Yeah.
Why
He
is he
just
gonna be
comes
a
and
dick
goes-
like that? He's just gonna be a dick like
He
that.
just moseys over. Ooh, look at this.
Doesn't eat it or anything. He just fucking pushes it off. Also-
Well, actually, when we get to the book, you're gonna thank them for making this choice.
I don't want to get into that. One thing, they get to the plateau.
Mhm.
No grand reveal. No incredible shot. They just get there. They just get off the boat and there's the plateau. It feels like it's like 12 minutes down the road from the airport. And
They had planes at this point.
they have been there for, what, 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Pterodactyl comes.
Oh, I think they see the pterodactyl before they actually climb the plateau.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on
yeah,
on
yeah.
the base.
Yeah.
They see the pterodactyl. I'm like, that's it. Take a photo. Go home. Do you really need to go up there?
Do you need more evidence?
Like your team is in essence a what 12 like 11 no 20-year-old woman, right? 21,
20
maybe 23-year-old woman,
maybe 17. Yeah.
maybe 17. I'd believe it.
Yeah.
A 30-year-old journalist who has never been outside of London, it seems.
Yeah.
A 68-year-old like bureaucrat, a 50-year-old hunter, and a quack. And
This guy's pretty cool though. He's pretty eccentric, you know.
yeah, sure,
He's
sure.
fun.
But I would not want to go up there with him. Like the whole point of them going was to one to prove that dinosaurs were there, and two to get the white caramel. What the fuck was his name? white chocolate.
Maple white.
Maple white.
White chocolate. I do say we gotta save white chocolate.
Well, that's for the blaxploitation version.
This is serious, Rhys.
But yeah, that's half the reason. But most of the reason they're there, half the people are there specifically to see dinosaurs. They get there, 2 seconds. There's a dinosaur. I'm like, okay, cool. Leave. Get the fuck out of there. You saw it. It was
Back
right
up.
there.
Get out of here.
That was a bird the size of like a mid sedan that was eating a pig. Eating a pig, a fucking bird, a lizard the size of a sedan, eating a pig. 10 seconds you've been there. That's there's no clearer sign to get the fuck out.
But they keep going.
They keep going. I'm like, leave, call the Coast Guard, get the Marines. You have nothing.
But it's revealed at the end the fucking Marines were just watching. Oh my god. Fucking Major comes over, he's like, oh, I saw you up on the ridge.
Do they even have a camera?
In the book they do. I don't know why they don't
have a
here.
camera.
Why did they not bring a camera?
God, I fucking hate this movie.
This is
man. I hate this movie.
1925.
So they get on the fucking plateau. Again, 10 seconds after getting on the plateau, goddamn Brontosaurus comes waltzing by. Another thing. This is a plateau, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's big enough to sustain Brontosauruses, T-Rexes, Triceratops, pterodactyls. They're all from different periods of
prehistoric ages.
Pterodactyls were like alive, like I
T-Rexes were alive like 2 million years before fucking Brontosaurus, right?
Yeah. They all live on this plateau, right?
Yeah.
So they all need to and ape men and regular apes. They all live on this plateau. So you would assume that this plateau is decent size, right?
No.
This whole movie takes place on like the sliver edge of the plateau, and constantly we are seeing like dinosaurs and objects be thrown off this plateau. I'm like, guys, take a hike. Go like 5 minutes inland. If their camp is right next to the plateau, and I'm screaming at them because I'm like, there are dinosaurs here, and you decide to make camp at the edge of a plateau when you know there are ape men and dinosaurs here, and you're like, let's make camp where we cannot escape.
Let's make camp
right on the edge of a 3-story fall.
Let's make camp right where we just saw the Allosaurus eating a fucking Triceratops. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. There's like 3 sequences in a row.
Okay, well, we should get into it, right? The actual, like, why you're there. The dinosaur scenes, right?
Yeah.
I think bit choppy.
Yeah, it's
like 1 frame a second.
Look, so
maybe even that.
At this point,
Very
there
funny.
had been like 5 sequences ever animated of clay dinosaurs.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
This is pretty early, you know.
It looked like my
yes,
stop motion.
yeah.
It looks like you. I mean, the models themselves are great.
They're
so
incredible,
beautiful. But yeah, they're animated. Like the pterodactyl there is like 2 frames.
Yeah.
It is wing up, wing down, and that is it. And they just cruise it across the skyline.
There are little subtle little movements sometimes. You
Yeah,
know, like
they go for close-ups on the
Yeah.
T-Rexes moving.
and look, honestly, at the time, you know,
It looks, yeah.
it would have looked great. You know, there was panning the movement while
Mhm.
dinosaurs were being animated, which for the time is pretty
Yeah.
pretty crazy. But now it's like I animated that when I was 6 years old.
Yeah.
In my basement, you know.
I mean, it's incredible, and I think even then they still saved all of their money till the end.
Yeah.
And we'll get to the ending. But yeah, there's just 3 fights in a row.
It's at a point I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I close my eyes and I
Take a little nap.
Take a little nap. Save your energy for the end.
And you really need the dinosaur sounds, right?
Yeah,
You really
that's
lose
yeah.
something by having a generic score underneath it.
And not even a grand epic
It's a shit score.
It's pretty shit.
They
It's pretty
just
shit.
use like public domain music.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure maybe the original score was different. I don't know.
I'm sure it wasn't that great.
No.
But has this been? Well, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
later.
yeah. But you know, when you see a T-Rex roar,
Mhm.
you know, instinctively, you know, you need to hear it to really feel it, and you just don't get that. Well, actually, Rhys, at the start of the movie, it's an Allosaurus, not the Tyrannosaurus Rex. Get your dinosaurs straight.
I'm sorry.
That's while we're on the subject of dinosaurs. Do you have an MVP in this movie?
In this movie?
Yeah. What's your dinosaur?
The Brontosaurus.
Brontosaurus, right? Yeah. Yeah.
These are the starter packs of dinosaurs, right? These are the big 4. You know, T-Rex, Triceratops, Brontosaurus, and then Pterodactyl.
Yeah.
Those are the big 4.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're the Pokemon starters, you know.
Yeah. Specifically the Brontosaurus, you know, trapping those racist fucks on the plateau.
Is that your favorite, the Brontosaurus?
Yeah.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Yeah. How about growing up?
Growing up,
yeah,
I wasn't a dinosaur guy. My sister was a huge dinosaur guy. Some really embarrassing stuff that she did. I probably shouldn't say, but I really want to.
Is there like a soft embarrassing story?
She used to keep chicken eggs. Well, we had chickens. Because we're on a farm. She used to keep chicken eggs and make little mock dinosaur.
Kind of like out of Jurassic
dinosaur
Park?
nests.
Yeah.
Out of eggs. You know, cute in a way. Until like you would walk into her room and you would stand on them, and you'd lift up like a shirt, and there'd just be like 3 broken eggs seeping into carpet. They were everywhere, man.
They weren't rotten.
Probably.
Ah.
But yeah, she loved dinosaurs. And now we've got my niece into dinosaurs. So you can ask her what does a dinosaur sound like? And
what does she say?
Rawr! And she has like her hands out like a little raptor.
Oh, that's
really cute.
That's cute.
I didn't care for dinosaurs. You?
I love dinosaurs. I would say Jurassic Park. All 3 Jurassic Park movies were on the screen. VHS copies on the screen at least 3 times a week.
Wow.
Yeah, I was in love every time we would be walking down the street, go to the $2 store. I raced in, picked out a dinosaur, begged my mum or dad to buy it for me, and I had a collection of dinosaurs, small ones, big T-Rexes.
I should have bought some because I still have all my sister's ones.
Yeah,
and they're like my uncle used to get her the big ones for her birthday, so we'd have dinosaur figures that are how big is this, James?
Like half a meter.
Yeah, fucking big.
That's big. Yeah,
and like beautiful dinosaurs. Should have brought one. What's your favorite?
Yeah, my favorite was I'd have to say a raptor. Yeah,
raptor.
Yeah, Velociraptor was I mean, I think it's been revealed now, right, that they have feathers.
That was
something?
ages ago, right? That was
that
like in
eight-
the 2000s.
Was that?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know how recent that was. Yeah, that was
They
that
still
was
look cool though.
they
They
look
still look
sick.
really
Yeah,
cool.
they look great.
Um, I always liked dinosaurs that were in the water because that scared me.
Yeah.
That's fucking like
Mhm.
I'm already scared of the water, and so to have like something a big fucking lizard in the water just scares the shit out of me. I always remember the scene from Jurassic Park 3
Mhm.
where they have
Yeah.
the fight in the water. That's scary. That's
It's pretty
so
freaky.
scary. They're on that tiny little boat. Was this Spinosaurus? What is that one?
Yeah.
It's a big white one.
I forget. Yeah, I forget what it's called. So naturally, when Jurassic World came out, you were ecstatic to see
Fuck,
decent
that
representation.
That shit scared the hell out of me. Spinosaurus, yeah, is the Spinosaurus scene
Spinosaurus.
from
Yeah,
Jurassic Park 3, and it's just fire and rain, and you can't see
it's
anything.
for a shit movie. It's a pretty cool
It's
sequence.
probably the best scene.
Yeah.
And they're trying desperately to call like their mum.
Yeah, and the little kid picks up the phone.
Yeah, and it's terrifying. And the boat even crashes and they're hanging.
Yeah.
It's so scary.
You know what freaked me out was the bird cage scene.
Yeah.
That freaked me out when I was like 6 years old watching that. It was pretty spooky shit.
Yeah, what is this water dinosaur? The Mosasaurus.
Mosasaurus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When did Jurassic World come out? That was
2015.
Yeah, so I was 14.
Yeah.
And watching that on the big screen, and that shot when it first pops up. I think
Yeah,
that was the teaser, wasn't it?
I
That
think
the
it was
teaser
right.
trailer?
Yeah.
And it pops up and it splashes down. That was that's probably the best stuff of that movie. It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. And it appears in Rebirth. Which fucking terrible.
For like a 5-minute scene at the start. It's fine. It's fine. It's a fine scene. Yeah.
But yeah, Mosasaurus, probably my favorite.
Nice.
Right next to mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes, scariest dinosaur.
Yeah, big mosquitoes fan.
Let's continue.
So
we into some caves. Rhys zoned out at this point.
I had to like play it back like 5 times. I think I zoned out. I was so out of it. So they're in some caves. They find some bones. Cool looking bones.
Yeah, it's pretty creepy.
The bones of white chocolate.
Maple
white caramel. White hollandaise.
They find
a pocket watch. Takes them a long time to figure out that that's the dude. Like
what is a pocket watch?
A fresh pair of bones. He picks it up, scrapes off the mud, and it says, white chocolate on the front. And he's like, I wonder who this could be for.
And it's a picture of Laura.
And I always hate this in movies where they just use a frame from the movie or like a shot from making the movie.
Yeah.
Like there's the iconic, I think in Halloween 4, where they use a shot of Jamie Lee Curtis, like an on-set photo of her from Halloween as the photo for the framed photo for her in Halloween 4.
Yeah.
I always hate that. I'm like, you just can't.
You're just so lazy.
You couldn't just get a shot of them on the red carpet.
I know.
Or like at a party or anything. You had to get a shot from the movie. I fucking hate it. And then a great. I don't know how far ahead I'm pushing, but the main two, the woman 2 and journalist man, I don't fucking care about their names. They confess their love.
It comes out of nowhere.
I think we're missing a scene. We're probably missing.
Something, right? Some kind of character development.
Yeah. There's absolutely nothing, and they, lovey-dovey and whatnot. Then the hunter comes back, and as we know, the hunter, is into this probably teenage girl.
Yeah.
And so blindly the male says to the hunter, "Would you marry us? I know that you're a minister." One, how do you know he's a minister? Did that come up earlier? Did I forget
no,
that?
it didn't. Well,
He's just like,
it's-
"Well, you used to be a minister.
oh, it's
so you
established that they knew each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
So you can marry us." And I felt so bad for the hunter, because in any other movie, the hunter would be a
Well-
cunt, absolute cunt. But he's a nice guy in this movie. He's fine.
He's fine. He kind of help. He helps them a
I don't
lot,
think they
yeah.
have time to develop any of the characters.
There is
enough.
no time to develop anyone.
They are just like literal cardboard cutouts, and I'm sure
The fucking dinosaurs get more development than these guys.
honestly they do. But yeah, he's asked to marry them, and you could see the life just drain out of this guy.
Yeah,
It's so sad.
He goes pale faced.
And that was I think I zoned out after that. Then there's a volcano.
Yeah, so
Oh my god,
it's
fucking
revealed.
stupid
It's
volcano.
revealed somewhere on this plateau is a volcano that is erupting.
We don't see the volcano, do we?
No, we do.
Do we?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah, we see it warming up.
Warming up, doing some stretches. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. Doing some stretching the hamstrings.
Then at some point it fucking erupts, and we think, oh yeah, this is gonna
Yeah,
cover. This is like a Jurassic World Fallen
that
Kingdom
was crazy.
situation.
I was watching. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, is this the inspiration for
Right?
that?
That's what I thought.
And then no,
no,
because the volcano just stops.
there's a stampede
It
of
just
dinosaurs.
It just stops. It just
And
the
then
volcano just stops.
during the eruption, the T-Rex decides now's the
Take a
perfect
little
time.
piggyback ride. He like latches onto a
Triceratops.
a triceratops
Yeah,
and just like takes a little piggyback ride.
it's kind of fun. It's
Very
cute.
cute, but I don't think we see some lava, some
Yeah,
you know,
something
some
like that. Yeah,
natural geographic, some BBC footage.
Yeah. Nothing.
The lava
happens.
doesn't do anything.
No.
It doesn't like push anyone, or no one dies, or nothing happens.
No.
It's just there's a volcano and then the volcano stops. And we forgot to say that like 10 minutes ago they had a brontosaurus and a T-Rex
Oh
in a
yeah,
fight,
that's right.
and the brontosaurus got pushed off the
Yeah.
edge.
And we think that thing's dead.
Yeah, that was a good puppet though, because you could see it breathing.
Yeah, it was good.
I think it had
yeah.
like a little balloon in it or whatever. And yeah, it's been down there for like a day.
In the mud.
It has fallen 3
Yeah.
stories into the mud, and they find a way out. Yeah, they find a way out. They they escape. They escape the plateau.
They call down to I can't say his name.
No.
Man in blackface,
Mm.
and they're like, "Well, we can't get down." He's like, "Well, we're it's Rocco the monkey is attached to Laura, so they're like, well, we'll get Rocco to climb some rope up to you." And then as they're descending, the ape man starts pulling the ladder back up, and they shoot the ape man.
Okay, so I missed that the ape man got shot.
Yeah,
I totally missed
the ape
that.
man gets shot. He dies, I assume. Yeah. But they come across the brontosaurus, who's still alive. Still alive. I guess it only fell like 3 stories. And then there's a British officer who's at the bottom. He's like, "I spotted your fire up on the plateau. By golly, we should take this back to jolly old London."
And then hard cut to London.
Hard cut to London.
Literally nothing else.
How did we get this back to London?
They say, let's get this back to London. Or they do explain.
Oh, there's a
raft,
cage. Oh, yeah.
cage,
That's
raft,
right.
and then they're like, "Sweet, we'll do that then." And then they hard cut to London, and they're back in the museum. And he's like, "Well, I have my proof. My best friend is at the docks getting the dinosaur ready. Well, I'm getting a call.
Oh.
I'll see where it is now." Oops, the dinosaur has escaped.
And we just see
Fuck, it's so stupid. Oh my
shots of
fucking-
the brontosaurus ransacking London.
I thought I was going insane. I thought I lost my mind. I
No.
rewatched it 3 times to make sure. I am not joking you. They cut to London. They say, later in London. They're in there. He says, "We have the dinosaur." Phone call. The main character going into a booth, looking at the yellow pages. All right, okay. Ring, 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 ring. Yeah, the dinosaur escaped.
It's pretty comedic.
And then hard cut to dinosaur on rampage. Now, this movie lied to me, James. And I
How
asked you in the intro,
What did
would this
I-
movie lie to me? Because I asked you, would this poster of the T-Rex in London be bullshit? And you said to me, not really. This, it lied to me.
It's not bullshit.
There is no T-Rex in London.
But there was a dinosaur in London.
They lied to me. This is a fucking brontosaurus in London. Okay, if I understand, if you put a brontosaurus on a poster in London, that's cool. But a T-Rex in London, that's cool.
That's scary.
So then why not just shoot that?
Well, I don't know.
That's what Spielberg did. Spielberg recognized that a brontosaurus in London is not as cool as a T-Rex in London. So why didn't they change it?
Well, you didn't have Spielberg.
But they actively chose to put a T-Rex on the poster.
I don't know why
But
they chose
why did
that.
they? That's so stupid.
Well, I'm guessing they, for whatever reason, chose to use a brontosaurus, and the marketing team thought, well, that's stupid. Let's put a T-Rex on the poster to sell some tickets.
Did they have marketing teams back then?
I don't know. Probably.
They had Mad Men.
They had Mad Men back then.
They had the guy from Mad Men
Yeah.
smoking away, insulting his secretaries. Make it a T-Rex. I'll be out to my 3 martini lunch. This is the best part of the movie.
Yeah.
It's just a cute little brontosaurus who miraculously hasn't starved to death or doesn't have broken spine or legs and goes through London, which seemingly is made of paper. I guess before the World Wars, they didn't realize that making houses out of paper didn't work, because this dinosaur trips and destroys
half of London.
half of London.
This is pretty cool, though. You know, this.
Yeah, it's so cool.
It kind of kicked off, creatures, giant creatures
it's
destroying
amazing.
cities.
And you have it in the same shot as like dozens of people.
Yeah.
I don't know how they did it. And there's like fog in it too, which I'm guessing they used to hide the seams, but it makes it really cool.
It's pretty cool.
But again, those houses are made of paper, bro.
Yeah.
he trips and it falls like a house of cards. Houses of cards have more stability than these fucking things.
You know what's a shame, though? This is one of the shortest sequences in the movie.
Yeah.
Because right away we cut back to our love subplot.
Well, what happens? The dinosaur walks through some streets, barrels over. He like sniffs like a light. Very
Then
cute,
he
very
goes
cute.
across the bridge.
Goes across the bridge. Why would he go across the bridge? I don't know. And he falls off the bridge, and then he swims away, which is good. I was worried that it would drown. I would hate this movie so much if it
The
drowned.
dinosaur drowned.
But
yeah.
no, you get a nice shot at the end of the dinosaur swimming away.
He's just swimming
It's so
off into
cute.
the
It's so
Atlantic
cute.
Ocean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Godzilla style. But and that's like a minute.
Yeah.
A minute of rampage and destruction. People going crazy, shrieking, ah! And then you hard cut to the main character getting out of the phone booth, which he just called from, and he goes to his old flame, and she's like, I've got a new hoe now.
Nick. He's a clerk.
He's a clerk. And he's like, that's great, because I've got my second bitch. And he walks 2 steps. I'm not exaggerating. We cut from a dinosaur falling off of London Bridge to a mid shot of a man walking from phone booth to his ex-girlfriend, who tells him that she's got another bitch now. He shakes his hand, then walks 2 steps to the other girl, and then smooches her and goes, well, we can be together now.
Well, honey, looks like it's just us two.
And then the end. That's it.
That's our climax.
Fuck, man, this movie sucks.
That's our climax, baby.
It's ridiculous. And I'm sure stuff is missing, but it's so utterly ridiculous how you would write this and think it's a good idea.
They've trimmed a lot of the fat from the book, but in doing so,
Trimmed all the meat.
trimmed all the meat. Yeah.
I just I used to watch my sister sometimes, and my older sister,
Mhm.
she would just hate eating fat on steaks.
Yeah.
She'd get it, burnt to a crisp, and she would slice off the fat, which is fine. Sometimes I cut off the fat of the
Yeah,
steak
yeah.
if you want. Uh, but I don't think she understood what fat was, because she would start to just dissect the steak and cutting out all the fat in between.
Yeah.
And so she would end up with just a spider web of fat and like little nuggets, like
Mhm.
stuff that would be served as hors d'oeuvres, and she'd just nibble away at that. That's basically this movie. You're just eating little tiny nuggets of muscle and no
Yeah.
fat, burnt to a crisp, and you just sit there, your head in your hands,
Mhm.
sighing to yourself, why did you do this? Why did you do this to me? I came here with not a lot of hope, and you gave me less. That's not
I
hard. It's not hard to make a dinosaur
No.
movie,
Well,
and they fucked up in every sense.
that's the crazy thing. Even Patrick H. Willems covers in his video essay, he says this is like a gold mine,
Yeah.
but you're doing nothing with it.
I don't like dinosaur movies. I don't like dinosaur movies. I think the only dinosaur movie I like is the original Jurassic World,
Mhm.
Jurassic Park. I like Jurassic World, and then
Lost World, I like.
I don't really care for that. Just seeing that little girl, gymnastic style kicker.
Well, there's certainly
kick a rat-
elements we can forget. Yeah,
but
it's rough.
Yeah, the first Jurassic Park, and then I think the only other one that's like they're not even dinosaurs, but Spy Kids 2. They're not dinosaurs, but they're like dinosaur-esque creatures.
Yeah.
That's a great movie. I love Jurassic Park. Spy Kids 2. That's a great an essence of this. You can see that Rodriguez just wanted to do one of these
Yeah.
movies, like a mysterious island with creatures, and it's an ode to these
Mhm.
the 20s and 30s and the Ray Harryhausens, especially with the
Yeah.
skeleton
You can
scenes.
tell.
But
Yeah.
that's so good.
Well, it's
This
like,
is so shit.
Yeah. It's like in King Kong. They just want to make add a subplot with dinosaurs and wild creatures with King Kong fighting
King Kong, yeah.
T-Rexes.
That's probably the only other good one, which came
Yeah.
out
33. Yeah.
8 years after.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. But I think this film is if you want to get into the nitty gritty of Hollywood action adventures. Well, this does not have much action, but adventure flicks. This is a good place to start if you want to really sink your teeth into it. The 20s. We had films like Napoleon, Ben-Hur, Metropolis,
and you spend your half a penny on this.
Yeah, but it's really was the
Phantom
decade.
of the Opera,
this is the decade to
Battleship
kick off those
Potemkin,
huge movies. Yeah,
the Gold Rush, Go West. Oh my god!
Like the 20s is the point in which the film,
so...
film industry says, "Hey, we're setting the.
This is a great year.
This is a great decade for what movies are going to be from now on.
You had
giant action adventures.
You had
films.
a great Buster Keaton.
Yeah.
Harold Lloyd. And Charlie Chaplin film this year.
Mm-hmm.
And you put your half a penny on this. Oh my god! And the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
The original adaptation.
The original Wizard of Oz, absolutely.
Wizard of Oz, which I don't think is a
yeah.
Is there anything else? 1910s Flapper Girls. Does that get your motor going, James?
No.
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 This is probably the paramount example of what I say of terrible women. They are either women that withhold sex or that are sexless objects. The inciting incident is just a woman being like, "You're not getting any of this until you
off
fucking
limits.
Go on a knife fight," and the other woman is just there, and she is just a cute little button.
She just shows up.
I mean, she's good. She's a good actress. She's probably my favorite actress.
She's good
in this, but She doesn't do fucking anything.
No.
Um,
Yeah. I want to talk about the book.
should we get into the Odyssey first?
Odyssey? Should we?
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a break from the Lost World. We will be back shortly.
May the wrath of Neptune descend upon you.
I am Ulysses, king of Ithaca, conqueror of Troy. There across the wide dark sea is my home. I have been making my way to them these many years. But the anger of the gods pursued me. But I am here, undestroyed.
Why did I do to this?
Well,
to
say
myself?
something.
Why did I do this to myself, James? I have a a bottle of Gyokino. This is a wine from Crete.
Crete? Yeah, Crete.
Crete. You know how hard it was to find a Greek wine?
Pretty difficult, I'm assuming.
I spent most of the day going from place to place finding this
Nice.
fucking wine.
You went on your own little Odyssey?
Just for... Because
We cracking this right now?
Yeah, we're cracking this right now.
Let's go.
And this is probably the most expensive wine I've bought.
How much?
$65.
Oof.
$65.
Such a pretty penny.
This was really really
Do you
fucking
need a cork?
Do I need a corker?
I don't know. Wait, I think I might have a corker downstairs.
Gotta have a corker, right?
I think I do.
Okay, I'll vamp and you go.
Yep.
So, yes. You think Greece, Italy, France, Spain, famous for their wines, and Greece is probably one of the oldest places to produce wine. So fucking hard. So ungodly hard to find this wine. It is a red 2022 from, the slopes of Enos. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful little wine. Oh, you got it?
I got it.
Ah, sweet. I don't think I've ever corked a wine before.
I have unsuccessfully.
Fuck, don't say that. Don't.
And in front of, mind you, I was in front of about a line of 30 customers, and these really nice couple came in with a bottle of wine and said, "We need to decork this, good sir."
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking, oh shit. We have like a little cheap Kmart corker, and I try my best to pull it out in front of a line of customers just staring at me. I've got this sucker in between my legs. I'm pulling, I'm yanking. Everyone's staring at me. And then, thank God, one of my coworkers, his dad, was also in line, and he comes around and he's like, give it to me.
Okay, it's getting there. Ooh, what was that?
That didn't sound good.
A lot of sounds that aren't sounding too hot.
You got it.
Oh my god.
I'm terrified.
Oh my god. This is a dumb idea.
God,
This is a real dumb idea.
Oh my god.
I've got this there. Oi!
Hey, nice.
Fuck. Oh my god.
That was terrifying.
I had to drive home with this. How am I going to get this home? Oh, well, James, you got to smell the cork.
Of course.
Oh, Jesus.
Smells like wine.
I can return it if you want. Okay.
Okay,
So,
let's go.
I have been watching a hell of a lot
Thank you.
of... don't taste it yet.
I was going to say, aren't you supposed to swish it then
Shut
sniff
the
it?
fuck up. I'm talking. Okay.
It smells rich.
We'll leave it for a second. You need to let it breathe.
Mhm.
I should have brought my decanter. I have a fancy little decanter.
You do.
Which I think I've only used for
Beetlejuice?
Dracula wine. Beautiful little decanter. I
It was really beautiful.
yeah. I have been this the Odyssey. That's what we're talking about. In today's episode, we will be discussing TV. It's TV time.
Let's go.
I am a fucking idiot, and I decided to put this as episode 3 and not, I don't know, episode 8.
Mm-hmm. How so?
This was so much TV. Yesterday, I just sat in bed and just watched TV. And I hate TV. You know I hate TV.
If there's anyone
TV.
who I know hates TV, it's you.
I hate TV. So I watched a lot of TV, and I didn't even get through all of it.
Mhm.
There is probably the second most famous TV adaptation it's only, I think, 2.5 hours.
Mhm.
So I decided to put that as a later film to watch.
Okay.
But there is 1, 2, I think there's 4 we're going to talk about today. And I missed out on 2 of them.
How could you?
But we'll go through the smaller ones first.
Mhm.
So, the animated Odyssey. This is boring. In my Letterboxd review, I said that this is a perfect example of why classic myths like this are terrible if you don't have an artist behind it, because otherwise they're just fucking boring slop. This is the shit that you would watch in high school, you know? It is what I think it's in Russian. I think I watched a Russian dub of it. It was so ungodly boring.
Oh my god.
Really poorly dubbed. Sometimes people would laugh and they just wouldn't dub the laugh. They have a CGI horse for the Trojan horse at the start. I want to show you this CGI Trojan horse.
Yeah, please do.
If I can find it.
Sorry, what year did you say? 1998?
This one is
No.
2000.
Oh, 2000. I see.
I'm gonna pull up this horse
Nice.
for James. It is the only piece of CGI in the movie. And fuck, is it useless? Did I just find another version just as I googled? Oh my god.
Googling on Letterboxd, there's multiple.
What did I do? I just found a new version, another fucking movie to watch. Oh my god.
This is deep.
When did I do this to myself?
We're only 3 episodes in.
I have been watching nothing but the Odyssey.
Mhm.
Like nothing. I can't show it to you. I can't. Oh no! Here it is.
Can't find it.
I found it.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, this version dull, incredibly dull.
Mhm.
They all look like shitty JoJo's characters. It is really poorly animated, really dull. Okay, I'm showing James the horse. I really want to drink this wine. After this, we'll drink.
Drink to this. The shitty horse.
No, I just skipped it. I just fucking.
What is this? This
So,
looks shocking.
Just a random 3D animated shot. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. Really stupid. So, yeah, I'm not going to talk about that one anymore. It is dumb, stupid, poopy. Ulysses 31. Ulysses 31 is a serialized TV show, anime / Western animation, from the 80s. It is a French-Japanese-Luxembourg combination animated show. It is set in the 31st century, so it is a sci-fi.
Nice.
In that way, it's pretty cool.
It is the 31st century.
Ulysses killed the giant Cyclops when he rescued the children and his son Telemachus. But the ancient gods of Olympus are angry and threaten a terrible revenge.
I thought this fucking rocked. There's in the opening episode, a beautiful... what the setup plot is that Ulysses and Telemachus are on a ship flying through space, and they're trying to go home. But they go through a wormhole because they destroyed a crystal that was Poseidon's. It's just an adaptation of the Cyclops, and Poseidon throws them through a wormhole, which makes everyone on the ship knocked out, like in a coma. So only Ulysses or Odysseus. Oh no, it's Ulysses in this one. Ulysses, Telemachus, and an alien fucking blue guy. They're the only ones awake, and they go place to place, and they try to find their way out. It's pretty fucking cool. It's so cool because they talk about it being Greek, because when they're cursed by Poseidon and they see Zeus and like Athena as like these big cosmic faces, and they're like, this is so strange. These are Greek myths that are talking to us. How can these be real? It's so cool. I only got to watch a couple episodes because it is just a serialized show. It's so cool, so beautiful, really fun. It's like Star Wars meets Gundam.
That sounds awesome.
It's a blast. It's honestly a blast. I'm ashamed that I only got through a couple of them. The music's really fun. The visuals are beautiful, really quick, really nice, and super different. The other show was Mission Odyssey. Now, this is the... Actually, let's drink this wine. Let's drink this wine.
Let's drink this wine.
Okay, clink. Oh, yeah, that tastes like shit.
This is what wine tastes like?
The fuck? It's nice.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's take a look at this bottle.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
Let's get some ASMR for the folks.
Dry red wine. Man, I could make some bolognese with that.
You're not fucking making bolognese out of a $65 bottle of wine, motherfucker. That's nice. That's really
pretty
good.
Smooth. I don't mind that.
That's beautiful.
That's not bad.
Mission Odyssey is a 2000s animated show. I think it's French-German.
That's an awesome name.
Mission Odyssey?
Yeah.
Yeah. It is so 2000s. Many of the voice actors in this one are classics. Like, if you listen to an episode, it really took me back. Gave me very heavy TMNT 03.
Nice.
Or like the early Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or some of those adapted animes or those serialized Cartoon Network shows. It was so much fun. I think this would be the one that I'll go back to because it is just... I was really sick. This was when I was down with the cold.
Yep.
And I just sat and I just watched like 5 episodes of this. It was so nice and comfy. Nothing that crazy. Ulysses in this is just like a nice, like a big, strong, beautiful, handsome man. It's so lovely. This was so quaint and so cute. This and Ulysses 31 really was such a warm blanket because they weren't... I could really turn my brain off. I didn't have to think about anything. I didn't have to like write a lot of notes. I could just sit there and just take them in. Probably very nostalgic.
Yeah, I was gonna say this. Would be like when I was sick growing up watching like Scooby Doo. Sick in my
Magic
sick at
School Bus
home,
style.
Magic
It's
School
just
Bus,
like a nice little show.
Put on Cartoon Network.
This was so lovely.
That
A little
sounds
bit of
nice.
action.
Yeah.
Some quips here and there. Of course, there's got to be like a monster and a little girl and the big guy and a furry friend.
Yeah.
So it's not the best, but I really liked it. Now, the big one.
Mhm.
The Odyssey, 1968. Just pull it up. This fucking rocked, dude. This was so goddamn cool. This is the one that I described earlier in the last episode, was a 400-minute 400-minute show, 8 episodes each, 50 minutes.
Mhm.
This adapts basically everything. In the previous episodes, I've said that versions are very accurate, right?
Yes.
This one fucking clowns on them. They clown on them. It is so accurate. I think it's probably, to most people out there, it is the most accurate adaptation of the Odyssey. Probably because it has 400 minutes.
I was gonna say, within hearing that, I would immediately think it's the most boring.
No,
from your description of the book.
Watching it, it was incredible to see camera movement. Because all the other versions were much earlier, much more boring.
Mm-hmm.
There was camera movement, there was acting, there was scenes and internal struggles, and it was so beautiful. Mario Bava helped out on this, so much so that he directed a whole episode, the episode with the Cyclops, which is every episode I was like, this is the best episode, and it just kept getting better and better, and it was it was so unreal to go from the slums of just yelling, animated shows that were just comfy ones,
it's nostalgic,
or the Kirk Douglas film, which was pretty boring. This was a masterpiece. This was a masterpiece. There is a lost English dub because this was released in Italy. It's an Italy production. So, what they did back in the day in Italy was they would record everyone speaking their own national language, whether it be Spanish or Italian or Greek or English or French, and then they would just dub them over in post. But unfortunately, the English dub was lost. So you have to watch this all in Italian. Gets a bit much at some points, but this was so much fun. Produced by our boy Dino De Laurentiis.
Of course.
Love him. Love him so much.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I was watching it. I was just trying to get through it.
Yes.
But the last episode, or the last 2 or 3 episodes, when they're in Ithaca, and it's Odysseus trying to kill the suitors, it becomes very mythical and very avant-garde in a way. The rest of the show is, stock standard. Stuff happens. It's not that crazy, but they have like visions and trippy sequences, and they start having a choir. So all of the maids and servants of the house start to become a choir, because there's a narrator over a lot of it, and these women start lining up and speaking the narrator's dialogue, and it becomes this very grandiose thing. And a lot of adaptations, the killing off the suitors is kind of just bland and boring, even though it should be cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But in this, it becomes so powerful and weighty. It feels ginormous, like it is this ancient proclamation of death. It really hits you, that when it actually happens, it's just like this very guttural, disturbing thing. And Penelope is the actress who plays Penelope, Irene Papas. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. In a lot of adaptations, Penelope is just fucking nothing, right? So much so that there is a book, I think just called Penelope, which is a modern version, which tells the story of the Odyssey, but from Penelope's perspective. It has been a problem that Penelope is a huge part of the story, but she gets no internal perspective. She gets really nothing to do. She's just waiting to hold off these suitors for Odysseus. She's just a goal, but she has a few scenes in this that give her so much, and it's no dialogue, not much, or that is added from the book, but it's just these scenes of her tearing up and saying very little, but it holds so much because she's such a great actress. There, in the book, there's the scene where Odysseus comes back to the kingdom. He's dressed as a beggar, and he sees Penelope, and he says blah blah blah. He doesn't really say much. And in every other adaptation, it's fucking boring, and nothing happens. But in this, Penelope can tell that he's Odysseus, and she starts to like tear up. And simply through her performance in the filmmaking and Odysseus's actor, I was crying. It was so powerful because you've been sitting there for 400 minutes and just enduring this constant barrage. It is incredible. It's a masterpiece. It's so good. This was the stuff that made me appreciate this process. And I know now that when I watch the Odyssey on the big screen, I'm going to be crying like 24/7.
Nolan has a lot to live up to then by the description here.
Well, it's funny because a complaint Nolan's had is that he doesn't do women, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't do women. And Penelope is a very similar character to Emily Blunt's character in Oppenheimer, where she's just in the background and she is a sort of a side quest in a way. But Nolan is really good at giving his actresses the room to tell a story simply through their acting, just holding the camera on them and giving them the space to basically tell everything behind the scenes in simple looks. And I think Anne Hathaway will do that incredibly. I think it makes it even more impactful that he does that, because you can see that they even know that they're secondary characters in his stories, and you can feel that weight. I think he's gonna do a great job.
Yeah.
That is it. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, but this is like
no, it did.
I have been watching adaptation after adaptation for months on end, and going through this 400 minutes was, oh my god, it was brutal. It was brutal.
Your Italian should be pretty good at this point.
Scusi?
Say no more.
It's hard to recommend this before watching the Odyssey. I think if you love the Odyssey and want more, this would be the version to watch. But yeah, I'll leave that to you. There is the shortened down version that's 110 minutes, which might be good. I don't know. I haven't seen it. This was incredible. Truly incredible.
Yeah, I mean, I found it on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the great thing, is that all these versions I haven't had to pay a dime because they're just on YouTube, because no one cares about them. I don't think this has a Blu-ray copy. It's just
sounds about right. Yeah,
there.
This looks pretty good for a show that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It looks great, and a lot of these adaptations you're covering are foreign films. You know, these aren't.
Yeah,
these aren't like your Netflix television show.
That's mostly because no one wants to adapt this. There are so many adaptations of this, but none, like, if before starting this I probably knew of one adaptation of this story. It's probably Troy, which isn't even about the Odyssey, but no one adapted this fully until Nolan, which is insane. And probably because it's so big.
It's so much to sink your teeth into.
But it's weird that the Iliad has been adapted more grander than the Odyssey. I don't know. I don't really know why, but
And they have a
yeah,
whole Trojan horse.
yeah,
That's pretty cool.
it is
Damn.
really good. I'm just looking through my notes because I wrote a lot.
I'm just looking at snippets from the show. This looks really, really spectacular. Like the set costume design for a TV show in the 60s, where this probably got the budget of a.
It's probably got a decent budget.
Yeah.
This I think was pretty big
Mhm.
back in the day. I do want to talk a bit. I think on some of these episodes I'll talk about a specific
Mhm.
piece from the book. Elpenor. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but he is a member of Odysseus' team.
Mhm.
He is the youngest member of the team, and he dies on Circe's island. Now, most adaptations don't adapt this, but it is adapted in this version, and adapted well. But when I first read the book, the way it is described is so ungodly funny, because in the early mornings, Odysseus is told by Circe to travel to Hades for some shenanigans, to talk to some dead people and whatnot, and figure out how it's going to be once he gets home. And they travel down to hell, and Odysseus talks to ghosts. He sacrifices a goat, and ghosts come to speak to him. And the last person to speak to him is Elpenor. And he's like, Elpenor, you're dead? Like, I saw you like 5 minutes ago. And he's like, yeah, I fell off a roof. And how it's written is that Odysseus wakes up his men, and he says, okay, boys, we're going down to Hades. Let's go. Yippee-ki-yay. And they travel off, forgetting that Elpenor, while in a drunken stupor, went onto the roof of Circe's house and fell asleep up there to get some fresh air, and was startled by the sounds of Odysseus and the men, and so he falls off the roof and cracks his neck and dies.
Jesus.
But the way it's written is that the guys are just leaving, and because of that, he falls off the roof and dies. Which is so sad. Like, imagine that. Like, you're in like a bachelor party. People wake up, they're like, let's go to McDonald's. It's like 2 a.m. Let's go to McDonald's. And as they're leaving, they turn on like the car, and it jump scares you, and you fall off the roof. And only by the time they get back to McDonald's, they realize that you're dead on the ground. So that's Elpenor. A very sad death.
It's pretty sad, but so funny.
Yeah. Next episode's gonna be much easier for me. I won't spoil it yet, but it's gonna be much more. Hopefully, I can watch a movie, because I don't think I've watched a non-Odyssey movie in like a week. I think this is the last.
The Lost World.
Yeah, The Lost World. It's probably the last film I watched, which for me is
crazy.
Is a tragedy.
Yeah. As long as you can log them on Letterboxd.
Yes, I think most of these have like 5 logs on Letterboxd. Anyway, back to
the Lost
regularly
World.
scheduled program. So the book.
This book is. I said to myself 2 days ago. I said, okay, I've got to get through. I never read the book before, doing one of these.
I'm currently looking at your copy of Killers of the Flower Moon. Did you end up finishing it?
I did finish it.
You did.
That was the last book I finished 2 years ago.
And Christine, you were also reading that.
I did start that. I will be starting Christine again soon, though.
That's a long fucking book.
Yeah. Soft spoilers for.
And Jaws, did you finish Jaws?
I did not finish Jaws. That's next. You
always read adaptations. Have you ever read like a solely...
In high school.
That's pretty fair. That's most people. Yeah. That's most people, honestly.
There's something really captivating about reading an adaptation. Just seeing the contrast between the book and the film.
Yeah,
it's really, really fascinating.
It is, eh?
Yeah, I mean the Lost World is, I think it's about 12 It's probably more than that, but about 12 chapters long. I listened to an audiobook. It was like an 8-hour recording.
So it's like a novella.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's written from the first perspective of Ed Malone. So there's a lot of said I and said he.
Right.
It's pretty
riveting.
It's not super riveting. So yeah, it's The Lost World is a classic adventure novel. Its first publication was in the Strand magazine, which serialized the novel monthly from April to November.
I always love that. I always love that when a novel starts as like a little magazine thing. I'm trying to think of I think They Live, the original novel was from there. I think a bunch of Philip K. Dick, a bunch of his stuff.
That's pretty typical of. I don't think it's as common now, but a lot of
well, because magazines don't exist.
Yeah, they don't exist. Yeah,
but that sounds great. Imagine being one of those people that were reading like a Philip K. Dick novel in a magazine. That sounds so fun.
It's pretty fun. The novel, yes, it was serialized. The book itself was officially published in October 1912. Doyle told his author his ambition was to do for the boys' book what Sherlock Holmes did for the detective tale. Challenger, our main, well, not necessarily the main character, but our crazed professor, was based on a combination of two real people, the first of which was an explorer named Percy Fawcett, who was the central figure behind Lost City of Z. So, and he was actually friends with Fawcett. And in the Lost City of Z, spoilers.
They find it?
They do not find it. I will say no more.
Cool.
He was Conan Doyle's friend. There was another chap, William Rutherford, a professor of physiology, who led lectures at the University of Edinburgh while Conan Doyle studied medicine there. It is believed that in 1909, the discovery of fossil iguanodon, the discovery of fossils from the iguanodon in a quarry near Conan Doyle's Sussex home prompted the main idea for The Lost World, and indeed such a dinosaur does feature in the novel. So successful was the book that Doyle wrote 2 further novels featuring Challenger and his crew, the first of which being The Poison Belt, 1913, in which the professor determined that the Earth was passing through a deadly interstellar cloud of ether. And then we have The Land of Mist, 1926, a story of the supernatural reflecting the strong belief in spiritualism that Conan Doyle developed later in life. He was a pretty keen spiritualist, that guy.
Really?
Yeah. He was friends with Harry Houdini. Fun fact.
Wow.
Yeah. Differences between the book and the film. First of all, the primary human antagonists are Gomez and Manuel, described as half-breeds, who are depicted as inherently treacherous and vengeful. They upturn the log and tip it over the ledge as retaliation against the British. There's a bit of a subplot here where I forget the hunter's name.
The British.
Well, yeah. So yeah,
they hate the monarchy.
Yeah. So there's a bit of a subplot here where there's a civil war, or there's some there's a civil war between the British and the Amazonians,
right.
native Amazonians, and in retaliation against the hunter, one of his ancestors killing one of their fellow tribesmen. This is retaliation against that, and yeah, let's just say it's not depicted as the British being in the wrong.
What? No.
Yeah, and that's opposed to in the film where a brontosaurus just gleefully knocks off the log. An ape man is watching them, who is described as malevolent. There is a tribe of ape men in the film. The description is insanely racist. Some of the expedition are captured, and there is a battle between them, and that's the whole climax of the book. In fact, a majority of the book itself is just a battle between the expedition and the ape men.
Right.
In the movie, Zambo is a man in blackface, as we know.
Gotta love Zambo.
Yep, and
Shout out to our boy Zambo.
in the book, he is described as an obedient servant who is described at one point as having the intelligence of a horse. So that's nice.
Shout out to my boy Zambo.
Yeah, this book is not a dinosaur adventure. If you're going into the book thinking this is going to be a big epic tale featuring dinosaurs and T-Rexes battling Triceratops, you're wrong.
What, even the book lies to me?
The book lies to you.
Mate, what are we doing?
Dinosaurs,
what the fuck are we doing here?
Dinosaurs in the book appear maybe in a couple of sequences.
So goddamn lame.
Yeah, it's pretty lame. A majority,
So goddamn lame.
a majority of the book itself actually is just featuring the ape men chasing after the expedition. Yeah, they depict the ape men as the ape men are basically a stand-in for, native I don't know, native Americans, for example, or
Native Amazonians.
and
South
it's pretty disgusting the way they are
really,
written.
you don't say.
But yeah, it's if you're going into this expecting a big tale adventure of dinosaurs, you're gravely mistaken. You better temper your expectations. Yeah, it's pretty sad.
But imagine that, like, you're reading this week to week, or was it month to month?
Probably month to month.
Right.
Yeah.
Month to month, you read a beautiful chapter on dinosaurs. You know, grandiose. And you're like, oh man, I'm chomping at the bit to see the next one. Then the next one's just racism. Imagine that. You're reading Invincible week to week, and then, next week is just racism. It's just the Ku Klux Klan. Oh, yeah, God damn it. Gotta wait for next week.
At one point in the book, our hunter is said to be a chick magnet for the native woman.
Those girls know what they want.
It said he had to fight off.
Beat him off with a stick.
Yeah, basically. It's pretty funny. But really, really fucked up.
And you condone everything in these books, right?
I plead the fifth.
You double sign them, yeah?
Yeah. Other non-racist differences.
I don't care about the non-racist differences.
There's some.
That's the boring stuff. It's all the slog. I want to get to the good stuff. Maybe it's the opposite. You read week to week, and you get to the next chapter, and it's just dinosaurs, and you're like, where was the ape men? Where was the racism? That's the juice, baby.
There's no shortage of it.
That's the found mistake.
About 5 chapters are just solely dedicated to the ape men.
Oh man,
it's so boring.
Some kid back there would have been so excited picking up their new copy.
I probably zoned out about 3 chapters of this 5-chapter conclusion to the book. You don't need to listen to half.
Maybe it is accurate to the movie then.
It is. Well, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're
in
right.
Spirit. He was trying to get the essence of the book rather than the literal words.
There's some pretty gruesome descriptions of violence in this movie. At one point, there's a scene where they shoot a pterodactyl, and it's written in like a lot of detail with blood squirting from the pterodactyl's mouth. It's pretty gruesome.
Rad.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Fucking sick.
The romance between Gladys and Malone is better developed.
Was that also graphic?
No.
They also talk about liquid squirting. Some shooting.
Laura is not.
You answer my question.
You have to listen to the book.
Is it as racist?
You'll have to listen to the book to find out.
Damn it.
Laura is not in the book. So
which one's that? 1 or 2? Woman 1 or woman 2?
2. Yeah.
Damn.
She's not in the book. But there
Does
is.
he still go for pussy? Does he still make this epic journey for pussy?
Yeah, and he gets let down at the end.
Wait, but he doesn't have like an option to.
Yeah, he doesn't have bitch number 2.
You just go to the natives that the hunter's beating off a stick and be like, I'll take that.
Yeah, no. So he doesn't have an alternative.
Where's the line?
Yes. So yeah, there is still a romance between Gladys and Malone, although it's more developed.
Yeah.
It does read like an old school detective novel, which sounds obvious coming from the writer, but it kind of works against it. Is so many small details that are so unneeded. and it really bogs down the writing.
Who done it? Is it the pterodactyl or is it the ape man?
I don't need to know what kind of leaf is hanging off the branches of the trees, and we don't need to get into the DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just bogging it down. The movie, so it really simplifies the plot. Yeah, and the ending.
Is this anyway? It sounds like nothing of this book was adapted, and yet he co-signed it. He was in the picture, and yet it sounds like they read the book and were like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Could they even read back then? Maybe that was it. They heard it described to them and they're like, yeah, that's good enough.
The film ends with the capture and escape of the Brontosaurus, right?
Okay, cool.
The book concludes with the capture and escape of a pterodactyl.
Okay.
So they bring back an egg, which hatches, and it flies off.
That's not how birds work.
Yeah, that's
that's not how birds work, man. You ever seen a baby bird? They're fucking useless. They don't do shit. What kind of fucking pterodactyls? Go straight away hatch and then fucking off like jets.
It pisses me off though because we're back in the hall and they're like, we saw dinosaurs, and everyone's like, liar, you did not see dinosaurs. And they talk back and forth for about 10 minutes before they finally go, here's the evidence.
Some cock teasers.
Yeah. So the book still ends.
What a fucking lame book. What a lame movie. Why'd you choose this, James? This fucking sucked. You suck.
It still ends with Gladys saying, "Nah, I got a new guy. I got a new stud."
Oh man! So he doesn't end up with anyone.
Film ends with him sitting on like the stairs of the lecture hall with the hunter.
He goes on this epic journey and gets out with nothing.
It's funny. It's pretty funny.
This wine's great.
Yeah. So there are so many differences between the book and the film that
it's why because it's so small too.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be a bit more accurate.
It's not accurate though.
Maybe it's up to us. Maybe we have to adapt an accurate version of the Lost World.
Well,
all the racism in 3D.
I do want to say this. It's very important that Michael Crichton did take this and create a new legacy from the same title, because it's
a great title.
It's a great title. Anyone to come across the original book and film today would not,
like us,
would not come away with the highest of
Have you read the Crichton novel?
No, I haven't actually.
Well, that sounds like the next one. Sounds great.
Yeah, at some point that'll be covered. Yeah, it was pretty shocking to me how different they were, and just how like there's so much fat in the writing where I'm just like, you just can cut this. You could cut this 12 chapters down to 5 chapters. It's too much.
Just racism.
Yeah.
Cut it down to the meat and potatoes. Just racism. Cut out the dinosaurs. Cut out the love interest.
Honest to God.
Just Zambo. Zambo the movie. This fall, Zambo the movie.
Man.
This time we'll do it right. God damn it.
The racism probably takes up a good 5 chapters of
I'm going to miss this.
Yeah.
When we go back to regular movies that aren't like racist, I'm going to miss this. We're going to treasure these moments, James.
Okay.
Oh boy.
We're going to talk about Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Yeah.
The author. So, Conan Doyle was born 22nd of May, 1859 in Edinburgh, Scotland. Died in 1930. He was a Scottish writer, best known for his creation of the detective Sherlock Holmes. His father, an artist and civil servant, had difficulty supporting the family and was later institutionalized for alcoholism, a common theme for the background of a lot of these writers. Initially, Doyle was set to lead a career in the medical world. Doyle he modeled Holmes' methods and mannerisms of those of Dr. Joseph Bell, who had been a professor at the University of Edinburgh Medical School. By 1891, Doyle had retired from his meager medical practice and was supporting his family as a full-time writer. Extending his fictional detective work in real life, Doyle's reputation for crime solving earned him the status of unofficial consultant to the English police, and Sherlock Holmes became required reading for English police detectives in
Really?
training. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm sure in 1895.
Wasn't much to read up on. They didn't have Mindhunter. Imagine that. Like,
Yeah.
the FBI have to watch Mindhunter. When did Sherlock become? Oh, no,
Let me
okay.
continue.
Yeah, sure.
His first Sherlock Holmes tale, the novel, A Study in Scarlet, appeared in 1887, and the
Appeared.
second, yeah,
Just vanished.
it just appeared. Voila. Well, he was friends with Harry Houdini. In the second book, The Sign of Four, in 1890, that came next, and they did not create much stir, but in 1891 and 92, the first Sherlock Holmes short stories appeared in the new Strand magazine and became an enormous transatlantic sensation. This soon made him one of the best known and highest paid writers in the world. In the end, over 40 years, he wrote 4 novels and 56 short stories about Sherlock Holmes and Dr.
Only
Watson.
4 novels.
Yeah, it's pretty shocking,
So
right?
is the first 2 novels, and then when were the other 2?
The other 2 were, I just said,
sorry.
91 and 92.
Which ones are those?
I don't think I have their names here. No, but
let's see.
It's pretty interesting. He wrote a lot of short stories. Throughout his career, Doyle would write over 40 other novels and short stories, including horror, historical fiction, adventure. Some of these titles include Tales of Terror and Mystery, The White Company, The Macarot Deep, Round the Red Lamp, and The Coming of the Fairies.
Right, so I've got the 4 here. 87, Study of Scarlet, of course. A Sign of 4, that's 90, and then The Hound of Baskerville, which is probably the most famous.
I would say so, yeah.
That's 02, so that was 12 years. And then A Valley of Fear, which was 1915, which was another 13 years after.
Oh, right, yeah, I've got this, yeah. So, yeah, 91 and 02 were short story years, that's right. That's right, no, I've got that mistaken, yeah.
I know that he took a break, that he killed off Sherlock Holmes when he fell off the waterfall with Moriarty, and then he took a break. I don't know how long that break was, what he returned with.
I'm not sure.
Have you read any? Have you read the novels or?
No, I haven't. I don't have much of an interest in getting into Sherlock Holmes. It's never captivated me. I don't. Have you read any?
No. Yeah. I remember watching some of the Sherlock. That stuff really got me. My mum watched a bunch of Sherlock, the Cumberbatch series, because that was the showrunner of Doctor Who back in the day, and it was like it felt like a more adult version of Doctor Who. But at the time, I was like 12. I was pretty young, so I was like very interested in just a more adult version of Doctor Who, but I didn't watch. I watched a couple here and there. I started watching them once they got really bad.
Right.
But no. I think I have what you and I probably have what most people have with Sherlock. It's like most of your knowledge of it is through parody.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
other mediums. Maybe the Sherlock show or the Robert Downey Jr. films. But that's really it.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because this, it's really stood the test of time. This book, it's, you ask like a kid, they probably know.
Yeah, Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes, right?
Yeah.
It's so rooted in popular culture.
I think it's because it's so simple.
Yeah. It is.
But I should get into them. Maybe I should read a couple of shorts.
Well,
I didn't actually realize they were shorts. They were little short stories.
But most people don't know, that he also was a pretty diverse author, and in fact, he wrote so many different genres. And he was also a fiction writer. He read a lot of historical fiction. It's pretty interesting once you get into his I don't know what you call someone's
Biography.
Yeah, biography. Yeah.
Is it? No, it's. Is it biography? Bibliography?
Is it
Bibliography?
I'm not too sure.
Because it's filmography and discography.
Yeah.
Trying to find what it is.
All I've got here is just you call it a collection or
oeuvre.
Yeah.
It's filmography and discography.
I've never thought about this before.
It's got. Why am I forgetting it? I think it's just bibliography.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right. Bookography? It doesn't seem like there is one.
Yeah.
Which
That's okay. We can move on.
So bizarre.
Yeah.
So bizarre.
Cool. Let's talk about the production of the film.
Yep.
The screenplay has 2 names listed.
Mm-hmm.
The first is Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Next to his name is based upon the 1912 novel. The second is Marion Fairfax for the screenplay. She is known she's a known Broadway playwright, and between 1915 and 1926, she worked on 26 screenplays. She made the additions such as the inclusion of Jocko, as well as being responsible for the inclusion of the love subplot between Malone and Paula. Sadly, the 1925 version was quickly lost, largely because of an unfortunate 1929 agreement to withdraw prints from circulation. For decades, the film was available only in worn 60mm dupes, drastically reduced to little more, or sometimes less, than an hour. It seemed unlikely that anything like a complete restoration would ever be possible. Although not assembled in its pure entirety, various pieces of the film started to be assembled from various sources, and eventually we got an assembled remaster. In 1998, the movie was deemed historically significant by the Library of Congress and selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry.
And that was because of Zambo?
Yeah. They couldn't cut that out. But, it's pretty crazy that it was dismantled and like 100 years later, we were able to pull it back together.
Yeah, I think because it's not that good. I'm guessing people just didn't really care. Was it?
There were just pieces around the world.
Was it culturally big? Or did it make a lot of money?
It was pretty culturally big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this was probably one of the biggest films of the year.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about the director. Our director is Harry O'Hoyt. Although
sounds like a fucking clown. Harry O'Hoyt, my ass.
Although he's
got no picture. He's got no picture on his.
Yeah. There's not much about this guy. Although he had studied law, Hoyt began his career in the film industry by a bet. When a friend had told him he should get into the film business in response to a crude comment Hoyt made about a picture they had just watched. Supposedly, Hoyt had come out of a movie with a friend and was like, "Mate, that was bullshit. I can do better." And his friend basically said, "Well, you like to write? Prove it."
And he didn't. He didn't prove it. He failed.
Well,
I wonder what that movie was. It was probably like fucking Napoleon.
Hoyt immediately...
Intolerance. Like a masterpiece.
Hoyt immediately wrote a short story called The New York Hat, which he submitted to...
New York Hat!
He submitted to Biograph, one of the early studios in New York City.
They're like, it's got New York in it. Let's pull it. People love New York.
The earliest
People like hats.
The earliest mention in local newspapers came in 1916 when Hoyt was said to be the chief writer of the scenario department at Metro Pictures, later part of Metro Goldwyn Mayer.
Back in the day, where someone could just bet you and you write a book about a hat, and now you're like head of the
MGM.
writers' table at MGM. Fuck's sake, fucking bullshit. Cool bullshit.
Hoyt came to Hollywood in April 1923 when the first National Pictures decided to make as well as distribute movies, and he was hired as one of the 2 executive readers. What that title is and means, I have no idea. By the summer, he'd become the head of the company's scenario department, and in the fall, Hoyt was given the director's chair for The Woman on the Jury, 1924.
So it was kind of a Mank, in a way.
In a way.
I love that scene in Mank where they go to the head of the studio and pitch him a horror just off the cuff because they've just been smoking and groping women's titties all day. And they're like, "What do you got for me, boys?" And he's like, "It's about a monster. That's all I got. Take it or leave it." And they just go out smoking cigars. God, I love
Back in the
Mank.
day, yeah.
Mank.
The Lost World was truly the apex of Hoyt's career. He directed 7 more films in the 20s, one in 1933.
Was this his first? What was his first?
Oh, it was The Woman on the Jury. Not a feature, I don't think. That was a short.
Was this his first?
Not his first feature, no.
There's The Sundown, which he directed with someone else.
He directed a ton of silent movies before the 1920s.
The Woman on the Jury is 70 minutes, so...
Oh, yeah, I guess it's
maybe.
yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy. This is like his second feature solo.
Yeah, this is the biggest film he did, though.
Right.
He did some little scene shorts between 1947 and 51, though his writing career was more consistent through B-movie productions. So he probably ghost wrote a lot of B movies.
Yeah, well, that's the problem with getting credit for writing back in the day.
It still is an issue, really.
It doesn't really exist. It was whoever touches the page last, or a lot of the time it was credited to the director for no reason other than it looks good on the poster. So I'm sure he's done a lot of good work, probably on some big pictures. That we just don't know about.
Yeah. Let's talk about the special effects.
Yeah.
We have a special effects legend, Willis O'Brien.
Willis O'Brien? The Willis O'Brien?
The Willis O'Brien.
Who the hell's Willis O'Brien?
Let me tell you.
Oh, great.
O'Brien had first been exposed to dinosaurs while working as a guide in Oregon, helping to aid paleontologists in their search for ancient life. After becoming an architect draftsman for the San Francisco Daily News, O'Brien began tinkering with sculptures in his spare time, with 2 of his crafts, a dinosaur and a caveman, being displayed at the 1915 San Francisco World Fair. The Dinosaur and the Missing Link, a prehistoric tragedy, is technically speaking the first non-animated dinosaur film, a 6-minute short released in 1915. Thomas Edison, we all know, an American tycoon and owner of the world's first film studio, upon seeing O'Brien's work, commissioned 2 more prehistoric films: Prehistoric Poultry, 1917, a story about a caveman hunting a moa bird, and RFD 10,000 BC 1917, which saw its caveman protagonist use a sauropod as a plow.
Yeah, I mean, you could totally see... it seems like basically all he did was dinosaurs, and he was pretty fucking good at it.
Yeah, that it's how he broke into the industry, just through dinosaurs.
I mean, yeah, watching it, you're like, I didn't know that he was the guy who did King Kong, but just looking at it, I was like, this King Kong shit in a great way.
Yeah. O'Brien, or Obi, as his friends would call him.
Oh, that's cute.
That's cute. Wrote the stories, built the models, constructed, painted the sets, and then directed and photographed each movie. O'Brien's next foray into adventure and fighting dinosaurs came when he met fellow animator and sculptor Major Herbert M. Dawley, who had been impressed by Obi's films for Edison and contacted him to ask him if he would participate in a possible project.
Wait, he worked with Edison?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Dawley gave him a 3-month contract, and so Obi returned to New York in Dawley's New Jersey studio in Chatham. Their first film was The Ghost of Slumber Mountain, released in 1918. The 19-minute film, it was supposed to be a feature, but was cut down to 19 minutes, follows Jack Holmes and his nephews on a journey around Slumber Mountain, where a magical device allows Jack to glimpse the past. Little did O'Brien know that the concept of T-Rex and Triceratops battling each other would become a common conflict in films to come. O'Brien's film represented the first time sculptured dinosaurs were used in combination with footage of real actors. This was revolutionary at the time and would pave the way for stop motion to be incorporated into live action films. Huge ones like Star Wars, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, superhero movies, any big epic spectacle, you know? This is pretty groundbreaking. Catherine Curtis, the filmmaking partner of producer Watterson R. Rothacker, approached O'Brien about coming on board to do the animation after seeing a screening of The Ghost of Slumber Mountain. King Kong in 1933 was O'Brien's next big project and his most famous special effects creation. O'Brien did not receive an Academy Award for the effects of King Kong.
Did they have the visual effects
No,
category?
no, I don't believe they had it that early.
That was created in the 70s, I believe.
Well, Mighty Joe Young in 1949 was where he received his first Academy Award for Best Visual Effects.
Oh, okay.
So it must have been in the 30s somewhere they introduced it, I want to say.
Let's see. Visual effects.
It's another film I brought up in our first episode, The Fly, Destination Moon, that actually won Best Visual Effects. So a shitty little B movie won Best Visual Effects in I think it was like 51, which is fun because I didn't actually realize that.
Well, I'm on the Academy Awards for Best Visual Effects page on Wikipedia. And in the history, the second paragraph is producer David O'Selleck, then production head of RKO Pictures, petitioned the Academy Board of Governors to recognize the work of animator Willis O'Brien for his groundbreaking work of 1933's King Kong. However, the Academy did not have a category to acknowledge its visual effects achievement at the time. That's pretty cool. It was not until 1938 that the special achievement in special effects was given out. It's hard. The Oscar categories ebb and flow. I didn't actually know that there was an Oscar for best choreographed dance.
I didn't realize that. That makes sense coming out of the 30s, though.
That was, I think, just until the silent era, until I think the 30s. But yeah, I mean, the Oscars ebb and flow when it comes to their awards. Even into the 70s, they kind of bounce up and down. I don't think they had Best Picture until the 40s because they called it like Best Outstanding Narrative, Best Outstanding Drama and Comedy. They had a bunch. I think even in the first year they had 2 different Best Pictures.
They had like silent and
sound,
I believe.
It's I mean,
they
didn't expect to be that big.
No, they did not.
Yeah.
O'Brien created about 5 seconds of footage a day. The technology was so revolutionary.
That's pretty fucking quick.
That's
pretty quick.
That when it was so revolutionary that when Doyle showed an early test reel to the Society of American
they screamed and ran out of the theater thinking that the dinosaurs were coming to get them.
Oh, when he showed a reel to the Society of American Magicians in 1922 with Harry Houdini in the audience.
Our boy Houdini.
The New York Times couldn't decide whether these pictures were intended by the famous author as a joke on the magicians or as genuine pictures.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What do you mean a joke?
I don't know. Willis O'Brien based his dinosaurs upon American paleontologist and artist Charles R. Knight. Knight's revolutionary illustrations can still be found in American museums, and this art's pretty cool. Like, pretty cool stuff. To bring his dinosaurs to life, O'Brien utilized a method of filmmaking called stop motion. I needn't say anymore. Although the rubber models were only 18 inches tall, they towered over Professor Challenger and his cohorts thanks to an ingenious use of split-screen technology, which allowed the beasts to appear in the same shot as the actors.
Stop motion, probably the best and worst medium of animation there is.
Yeah.
It is so ungodly hard to make it
feels seamless.
It feels seamless, but also it's so much easier to start. I think it's so much easier. Yeah, if you were starting out,
everyone starts out with stop motion, right? Almost everyone.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about actual animators. Maybe not actual animators, but filmmakers, sure. Yeah. But yeah, to start off animating a Lego guy is so easy.
Yeah.
But to start off like animating, pictures, as a kid is so hard. But then it kind of flips itself around once you actually get good at it, because to make a piece of animation that's good enough for film is so hard.
It's pretty difficult.
So difficult. But then once you're actually decent at what you do, animation is, is as hard as regular filmmaking, but
Yeah.
stop motion is, oh my lord, that's hard.
I mean, I think most people at this point have seen the stop motion test footage created for Jurassic Park, and that's some real incredible stop motion animation. But even then, it's really pushing to a point where it can't keep up
because it's the worst of both worlds.
Yeah.
It is as tedious and as time consuming as regular animation, but it's as costly and physically takes up
Yeah.
so much space. Like filmmaking, you need a specific room that has consistent lighting. You need to have consistent props. But it's also as time consuming and tedious as animation. So it's like the worst.
Yeah.
It's so ungodly hard.
And it's not like in digital now where you can
clean up.
You can adjust where the lighting is if you fuck up. But now with the animation, the lighting needs to match exactly. There is no room for error.
And this is on film too.
Yeah.
So you also got to worry about exposure levels.
You got to wait for dailies to show up. So most animation studios now, like Leica, they'll have a DSLR camera connected to a laptop.
Yeah, they'll
where you
be
can play
onion
it back.
scanning.
Yeah, onion scanning.
So you actually are able to see your last frame while taking the current frame. And they're all wired up, and a lot of it's cleaned up later. But we know it gets so hot.
Yeah.
And that was, a little with
like
light with lamps.
Yeah.
And in tiny little dark rooms. But back in these days, it's so much light to expose film. So these places would be boiling.
Yeah.
Just boiling. You have to sit in there for hours on end.
Yeah. So it's pretty easy to say the animation's a bit choppy, but when you think about the limitations of the time, it's really groundbreaking. Man, where was I up to? Split screen.
Actually,
So
I did have a question. I don't know if you know this, but what cameras did they use back then? Because it wouldn't be an actual camera, would it? It'd have to be a film camera.
Good question. I didn't look into that.
So I wonder how they do it, because of course nowadays as a DSLR you press the button and it takes a picture.
But they can't be using regular 35mm cameras. But I do know that you can.
Engineered, eh?
Yeah, well, I do know that you can get like Bolex cameras and you can still do stop motion. You can just go frame by frame.
Because you'd also need to count it out, right? You wouldn't be able to do scenes that are any longer than the amount of film you have.
Yeah.
Fuck, that sounds.
It's
so...
those it's those technical things to think about, right?
Specific produced camera for it.
Yeah. And what I was about to say is even more impressive is the fact that they incorporated movement into shots.
Yeah.
So think about that.
I'm thinking about it.
That's pretty groundbreaking.
I don't want to do it. Sounds fucking hard.
To assist, special effects technician O'Brien hired art student Marcel.
Our boy
OB hired art student Marcel Delgado.
Shell?
Yep.
How's he gonna have? He's so small.
Delgado. To make the models of the creatures, Delgado went on to a healthy career in sound film, including creating the models for King Kong, and he worked on The Wizard of Oz, Mary Poppins, and Fantastic Voyage.
Cool.
Yeah, guy sounds pretty cool. Cinematographer was Arthur Edison. He was an American cinematographer whose 4-decade career spanned the transition from silent films to sound cinema, pioneering techniques in outdoor sound filming and widescreen formats. His credits include iconic productions such as Casablanca, Frankenstein, The Invisible Man, and The Thief of Baghdad.
That's pretty good.
Imagine...
That's pretty fucking good.
Imagine being at a party. You pull up your letterbox and you're scrolling. You're like, this is my catalog.
That's pretty fucking good.
You did Casablanca?
That's the gambit, right? You got your awardsy dramas.
Yeah.
You got your classic noir horrors, and then you got The Thief of Baghdad, which was a I guess this was the early Thief of Baghdad, not
the original, the 24
right,
version?
not the 60s one. Yeah,
not
yeah, but it's still pretty big. That original Thief of Baghdad.
Yeah,
that's a great, like when you started talking about the cinematographer, I'm like, I can lean back a bit. But as soon as you said those, I was like, oh,
I knew you would perk up.
this boy's got some luscious lips on him.
I mean, he did Frankenstein.
Yeah.
That alone.
Great. Great looking movie.
Edison began his career in 1910 as a portrait photographer, capturing portraits of actors and performers. He himself wanted to become an actor, but he had a natural talent and technical proficiency for composition and lighting. His cinematography career began in 1914, working on shorts such as A Gentleman from Mississippi. I think that film's lost now.
All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, throughout the 20s,
Mutiny on the Bounty.
Yeah. He worked with Douglas Fairbanks, shooting large spectacle epics such as Three Musketeers and Robin Hood. Throughout these works, he would gain experience and proficiency in shooting fight choreography and special effects, which would become useful while working on The Lost World. Yeah, this guy was a master at capturing huge epics.
The Maltese Falcon.
Yeah. In the late 20s, Edison experimented with pioneering widescreen formats as part of Hollywood's push towards expensive visuals. He served as the primary cinematographer for Fox's 70mm grandeur process, adapting standard Mitchell cameras to the larger negative for enhanced depth and detail in landscape shots. This involvement, alongside his co-founding role in the American Society of Cinematographers, ASC, he was one of the first 19 members, I want to say. In 1919, he positioned Edison as the forefront of silent era technical advancements.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, throughout the sound era, Edison's cinematography played a pivotal role in standardizing black and white aesthetics for film noir and horror genres through his innovative use of low light, low-key lighting, deep shadows, and realistic composition. And we just brought up All Quiet on the Western Front. My boy received 3 Academy Award nominations for Best Cinematography.
Just for that film? Yeah. He got 3 of the 5 noms.
The first being for In Old Arizona, 1928, which at the second Academy, which did he win? Actually, I didn't look if he won for the second Academy Awards in 1930 for In Old Arizona.
He probably would have won for All Quiet, right?
Yeah, he did.
That movie swept.
Yeah, so that was his second win. Sorry, he did win that. So his second win came for All Quiet on the Western Front at the 1931 Academy Awards, and his final nomination arrived at the 16th Academy Awards for Casablanca.
He didn't get nominated for Mutiny on the Bounty?
No.
That was a big film. I think that won Best Picture, didn't it? I think Mutiny on the Bounty won Best Picture.
But he worked on some huge movies, this guy.
Great films.
He was pretty incredible.
But I mean, Frankenstein, that's
just on its own
movie.
Yeah.
But he huge for the close-up.
Yeah.
Frankenstein has tons of close-ups, which was pretty irregular back then. You kind of get that in this. Is a decent amount of close-ups, especially for a silent film, which normally they just do it in one big wide. That's what gives Casablanca and Maltese Falcon the weight.
Yeah.
There's the use of the big close-ups, which I'm a big fan of big close-ups.
Especially when you're capturing those huge close-ups on large format film, which
it's contrasty,
it's
getting
you
the
see
big
the detail, especially in film, right? You can scan it to like 6K. You see the detail.
You see all the little details on the right, but then you can also pull it back. I mean the shot that stands out to me in Frankenstein is the what is it? The ending, the windmill.
Yes.
Big shot of the windmill at the end. He just loves a big wide. Yeah.
That's beautiful stuff. He just retired later on in his life in his like 50s, and
that's nice.
And he didn't seek any praise for his work. He was pretty
lovely.
That's what I love about a lot of these old school like filmmakers. They just kind of float off into the distance.
Well, we say that, but a lot of them were probably alcoholics. A lot of them probably had PTSD. So when we say they drifted off, in most cases they were a mank, where
Yeah.
they were alcoholics, had PTSD, and were run out of the industry.
I mean,
And now we look back and they're like, it's so lovely that they took a break and went back to their family. In actuality, they were drunkards with no money.
I mean, this is probably back in the day where you've got your hand on the camera and another hand on the table with a line of Coke.
Yeah,
Okay,
the
back to
Coke
the
of the
shot.
time, which
Yeah.
was just bourbon and scotch. We could do a whole series on Casablanca.
Yeah.
If we're focusing on B movies,
Yeah.
Frankenstein, Old Dark House,
Oh,
Invisible
yeah.
Man. We could just do a whole series on that.
It's a hell of a resume he's got there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
reception.
the bat.
Yeah, the bat, yes,
bat.
of course.
What a bat.
On February 2nd, 1925, The Lost World made its big screen debut at the Temple Theater in Boston, Massachusetts. A week later, on February 8th, the film debuted at the Astor Theater on Broadway, New York City. It had a budget of $700,000 and made around $2.8 million worldwide.
Obsession money.
Obsession money?
I think Obsession cost 700,000.
Yeah.
Though in today's money, that's $2 trillion.
Yeah,
$2
$700,000
trillion?
is probably like $2 million, and $2.8 million is
Yeah,
probably like
yeah.
$50 million. Do
Now
the math, listeners.
Do I have to guess the box office for this? Do we have those numbers
I just told you the box office.
of how much it earned?
Yeah.
Oh
Do you remember?
no. Well, because
Take a guess.
I
Take
was
a guess.
speaking.
Take a guess.
2 million.
Yeah, 2.8 million.
I'm the king.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
king, baby. Get the fuck out of here.
Though very positively received and a huge hit, critics were
Not by me.
Yeah, not by yeah.
I'm gonna change the tides. This fucking letterbox is gonna go from a 3.4 to a 1. All on my 9 fans. Who are these 9 fans? I'm gonna come
Me.
and fucking slap them with my dick.
Critics were quick to point out the bogging down of the spectacle by the weak love plot between the leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were onto it. They got it. They nailed him. They fucking got his ass.
I've got a
Fuck out of here.
I've got a review here from the New York Times.
Not Roger Ebert.
Well, think about it.
Do 25 Roger Ebert.
Roger Ebert passed before this was actually restored.
Wow.
So he never got to see a copy of this.
True.
Because he reviewed
Good
The
for
Lost
him.
World.
God bless him. They were holding it back.
So this will be your first episode without the inclusion of Roger Ebert.
Well, you can AI it. There's the Ringer, the rewatchables. I think they just AI. Fuck, this wine is. I gotta stop drinking this wine. I gotta drive soon.
The New
Unless
York
we're gonna
Times.
speak here for another 4 hours.
We're not done
Uber
yet.
Eats. We're gonna Uber Eats some food and chat deeply about the Lost World.
We've been chatting for like 5 hours about this
2.5
movie.
hours,
Yeah,
and then with the intro,
jeez.
it's probably another.
Yeah, my god. Okay. The New York Times writes, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's fantastic story, The Lost World, makes a memorable motion picture weakened by some subtitles and the unnecessary inclusion of countless protestations of affection by both the hero and the heroine at inopportune moments.
And who wrote that?
Some fuck at the New York Times.
I'm sure that guy, if we showed him Jurassic Park, would have come and shit in his pants. like if he's saying that to this fucking movie, he would have exploded, literally exploded, leaving a skeleton and a pocket watch with a photo of his wife.
This photo play, which was presented last night at the Astor Theater before a gathering in which there were a number of the heads of the film industry and screen celebrities, is a unique production which will create a lot of talk, as some of the scenes are as awesome as anything that has ever been shown in shadow form.
A photo play. We got to use that. That sounds great. A photo play.
I looked at that. I thought
sounds great.
That's kind of a cool way of describing a
Photo
movie.
play. I mean, every version of movie outside of movie is so much cooler. Picture. I always love saying a picture.
Picture.
Sounds so cunty.
I love when old dudes walk into the cinema and say to me, when is your next performance of Devil Wears Prada?
What is your next performance of Ant-Man 2?
When is your next performance of Emilia Perez?
Oh boy. These fucks.
How many remakes and adaptations do we think?
So are we counting the
TV shows and Spielberg's? Yep.
Oh, we count. Okay,
Yeah,
so we're
yeah.
counting the Crichton novels.
No, we're just talking films here.
No, but the adaptation.
Sorry,
Crichton novel.
Yeah.
8.
There's 6.
Fuck.
So
God damn it.
we have. Oh wait. 7 actually.
Okay.
Sorry, because I didn't
Yeah,
count the
well,
25 version.
There we go.
We have The Lost World, 1960, directed by Irwin Allen, who's famous for films like The Towering Inferno.
I saw that OB, our boy OB, did some of the effects on that. Or is that just more like he came by and he kissed some guys on the lips and he left?
Here's the
came
thing.
in and kissed some lips and
Here's the thing.
off. He touched one of the puppets. He's like, give me my money.
Okay, here's the thing. He wanted to actually do the effects for this movie. The producers said we're going to cut the budget, so they basically kept him on board for his name.
Yeah.
And they kept in lizards that were painted.
So he kissed one of the boys and then left and got the money.
Yeah.
Well, that's sad.
It is pretty sad.
Well, how old? That was 35 years after. He probably would have been pretty fucking old.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. So yeah, there's the 25, the 60s version.
There's 1992, directed by Timothy Bond, who also did Return to the Lost World.
So there's a sequel
to
his version?
To his version, yes.
Right.
Yes. Then after that, can you guess?
It's the Spielberg.
1997.
The Lost World.
Yep. Then we also have The Lost World 1998 by Bob Keane. And then we have 2 TV show adaptations in 1999 and 2001.
Right. Was that 8? So 25.
Did I miscount?
25, 60, 90s, Spielberg, that guy, and then he did 2 extras.
Yes, so 7.
Was I missing one? How many fingers do I have? James, how many fingers do I have? Have you even looked at your hands?
So we
They're fucking
have
weird, right? What is all this shit going on? These
No,
are,
wait,
these are
hang on,
made for
hang
stop
on.
motion.
the joy of spin just watching.
It is currently 7:10 p.m. on a Monday, and I am losing my mind with my 3rd glass of Greek wine.
I think you're actually right. I think there's 8.
Great, keep it and double it.
Okay. That is The Lost World.
Well, we're forgetting our adaptation. That is just Sambo. So that's 9. Okay, so it's 9 adaptations.
Shall we move on to our segments?
Please.
4K or let it rot?
Yeah, it needs 4K. I think simply because of its historical relevance. Sambo needs to be on 4K.
Yes.
I need to.
I did not agree with that.
I need to see the brushstrokes of his shoe polish, seeing like a Matisse, and you see all the individual brushstrokes. I need that for Sambo and his blackface.
I would probably pick this up in a collection. Maybe
I would not buy this. I'm not gonna buy this. You would buy this.
I would buy this.
I am currently looking at your Ray Harryhausen collection.
Yes,
the cheap one, not the full box set. Which
my apologies for being a broke ass bitch.
You're not broke. You just wanted it to spend it on your copy of Madam Web.
I did not buy Madam Web.
We bought Madam Web.
Don't throw around accusations.
Our business bought Madam Web. Yeah, it'd be great to see a 4K of this. I wouldn't buy it. You would.
I would.
And other freaks would.
I agree. That's not. I think we've remade this enough.
I would love to see like an actually good adaptation of this, like a great adaptation. Not
Rebirth wasn't there for you.
I hate Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. I hate them. They fucking suck. It's not that hard. It is not that hard to make a dinosaur movie, right? But they always fuck it up because they think they need more, right? I think ever since Jurassic Park 2, they think they need something else. They think they need more aliens or fucking more
Hybrid dinosaurs,
or engineered or this or that. But just a simple story of dinosaurs is so cool.
Well, I think what they're missing here, and a lot of what Spielberg does so well in Jurassic Park is
Good filmmaking.
Good filmmaking, but the feeling of dread, like
Yeah.
these are living,
Tension.
breathing, 10-foot tall lizards or birds, as they say, and I should feel like I'm about to shit my pants.
Yeah.
I should feel like when I'm watching this on a huge IMAX screen, I'm hunched up on my seat like a little kid. I should feel like I'm shitting myself.
That was my
I don't feel
problem
this.
with the Gareth Edwards. We love Gareth Edwards.
Shout out to Gareth Edwards when he's doing a good job.
His Godzilla film and his Rogue One, and the creator, they're so good at scale.
Yeah. He really loses it.
It sucks so much. You
Yeah.
don't feel anything in Rebirth. But just a simple movie of just a bunch of characters going to this plateau and finding dinosaurs. That's so cool. That's so goddamn cool. And yet they always fuck it up. And especially because CGI is so cheap now.
Yeah.
It's so easy. You could do it. You could do it so easily now.
Well, I think...
but they think they need to put some mustard on it.
But they don't.
They don't. You can just have a simple... Who would be best? Who would be a great director to do this?
If it wasn't for Rebirth, I would have honestly said Gareth Edwards.
Yeah.
But
I think... Did he write Rebirth?
I don't...
He's a fucking terrible writer.
Let's see. He should not write.
That's always been our problem with Gareth Edwards, is that he writes his script and he's a fucking terrible writer.
It would be like if I said to you, Rhys, we're making...
It's the same with you.
Something else.
If you said, Rhys, we're going to make a dinosaur movie, I'm like, okay, and you're not going to write it. Because you would be a great at making it.
But not the writing.
You wouldn't be great at writing it. It's not your forte.
Gareth Edwards, written by... Oh no, this was a David Kep.
Really?
David Kep joint. Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
Okay, well, he listened, and unfortunately it did still
didn't-
fail.
Yeah,
I love
it's-
Gareth Edwards, though.
Yeah.
The Creator was so fun. Really bad movie, but like a fun... I
Big-
put it on the background.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
great. It's like a
Yeah.
Call of Duty game, that
Yeah.
fucking movie.
I don't know, it's something about Rebirth, though, where it just lacks scale.
I fucking hate that movie.
It
It's
lacks
so
dread.
ugly.
Yeah.
Everyone's... I think even you said that you like the look of it. I'm just like, this fucking movie looks hideous.
I don't mind the look of it.
Yeah,
My
I don't know what it is about it, but I just hate it.
It's just it's not the look, it's not the acting, it's I just don't feel
Terrible.
anything.
It's just terrible.
Yeah. It's the
Who-
filmmaking behind it.
Who would be good at this?
I'm thinking about who's currently making big adventure epics, but not in the way Nolan does it.
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
more of a studio.
I guess you could do Denis
You could do Denis.
Villeneuve. James Gunn would be great.
Hmm.
I think he would be great. He is really good at putting character into just simplistic stories. Ryan Johnson would be really fun. I think he
would-
understands
yes.
scale, and he understands what fun is. Every movie he makes is so much fun.
I think
They're really dumb. His movies are really
does.
dumb, but that's the point, is that they're dumb little popcorn films.
I mean, I think the filmmakers also do forget we need to have fun.
Yeah.
This is a dinosaur movie. There's nothing super deep happening here.
Ugh, I know who it should be.
Who?
It's James Cameron.
Cameron, he would be fantastic.
He would have. I guarantee you, if Cameron didn't fucking sign his soul away to these
Fucking
shitty
Avatar,
Avatar movies,
yeah.
he would have made a dinosaur movie.
Yeah.
It
I would
be
pay to see
so
that.
Good. It would be
Yeah.
so good.
No kidding.
I just saw a clip from The Abyss, which is not my favorite.
Mhm.
It's one of my
Yep.
lesser. I don't really care for The Abyss, but You've watched The Abyss, right?
I have not watched.
Well,
this.
there's an incredible scene. I saw a clip that was being shared around
Mhm.
where James Cameron literally wipes the lens in the actual film.
Feel like
There
I've seen
is
that.
a shot
Yeah.
where he
Mhm.
wipes the lens because it has water on it.
Yeah.
And I did not notice it.
I've
Watching the
seen that
film,
before on
big
like a Watch
screen.
Mojo list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he wipes the lens very clear,
Yeah.
but you're so into the scene that you don't even notice that.
That's
How
good
fucking
filmmaking.
good he is.
That's good filmmaking.
If he did a fucking dinosaur movie, oh my god, that would be good. You could also do Guillermo. He
Yeah.
sounds like the kind of person that would love The Lost World.
He would really strip it back to being like practical, though.
Yeah.
He would really strip it back.
Just a shame that I don't like Guillermo.
Who just did maybe Ridley Scott? Maybe?
No.
Mm.
No, I don't think Ridley would be good at that. I mean, I would love if he did. I'd watch it in a heartbeat. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Joseph Kaczynski, the F1
Yeah.
director.
You could throw a million names at this pot here, but really, the question is who.
I think James Cameron.
Yeah,
is
I
the
think
one
you're
that
right. I
would
think you're
say.
right. Yeah,
He's so good. He's so
I agree.
good, but he just puts all his fucking time in his dog shit
Fucking
blue
Avatar.
fetish.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter the cast. Chuck in famous actors.
Yeah.
Get a good director and decent script, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. I was gonna say we had that's not the studios are gonna be tempted to employ Adam Wingard. Don't do this. Please don't do this.
No.
Otherwise, my only other suggestion would be potentially getting in who did the Batman?
Matt Reeves.
Matt
Reeves
Reeves
would be
possibly.
decent.
He would be okay.
Yeah,
He'd be okay.
I think
could get behind
for
that.
cast, this would be a great one to have because the dinosaurs already sell it.
Yeah.
You don't really need big cast.
You don't need A-listers.
Need B-listers. People like Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah.
That are just incredible actors that people know, and they're like, oh yeah, I know Daniel Kaluuya. And that can put in just gangbuster performances.
Yeah, I agree.
Like a Mikey Madison should be great. What the fuck's she up to?
What's Mikey Madison doing?
She won that Oscar in
2024, 25?
2020.
2025.
Last year, not last year's Oscar. It was the year before that.
Right.
Doesn't sound like she's in much. Between the intro and now, the Palme d'Or got announced.
I saw that.
I think it was
Fjord.
Yeah,
right?
Fjord. I don't know if I brought it up. It was a film that I heard of, that the Sebastian Stan film.
Yes.
Love Sebastian Stan. Excited for that. Who's the director of that?
That was. Hang on, I'm about to bring up Fjord.
Christian Mungil. Christian Mungio.
Something like that.
Forget how to pronounce it.
Sebastian Stan.
But looks great.
Yeah,
I think he's already won. Oh yeah, he won
Yeah.
He already won the Palme d'Or for 4 months, 3 weeks, and 2 days.
Neon have been onto
Yeah,
it.
he's already grabbed.
They
have already
have
grabbed
some
it.
great intuition.
I don't think this is going to be Best
No,
Picture.
I don't see this happening.
Might
no.
be Best International.
I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see some films coming out of
Hopefully we can
Cannes.
see it at the Melbourne.
I hope so.
Looks great.
This is going to be cool.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Love Sebastian Stan. But what else is there? Oh, you just watched The Ghost.
I did.
Lumber
I did.
Mountain. How was it?
It's pretty, again, unremarkable.
Great.
It's pretty boring.
Great.
There's some dinosaurs.
I can see that.
It's basically, again...
You know it's like a nothing movie when the poster on Letterboxd is the same as the banner.
Yeah. It's
got nothing else.
It's basically what you would create at the age of 6, with your little toy dinosaurs. It's not
Not
that
to
great.
disparage
No, I mean,
boy OB.
If this was 1918, this would be groundbreaking stuff. But now a 6-year-old could make this. Yeah. And that's no diss to Obi. It's just
he's the reason.
Evolution. He's the reason a 6-year-old can make this.
Now,
someone had to do it.
I think I need to make it clear. Zambo, a disgusting blackface stereotype.
Yes.
the wine has given me the freedom to do way too many jokes about Sambo.
This is a
very
disgusting,
incredibly racist.
yeah, it's
yeah.
a disgusting depiction of
Not the
African
worst, though.
Americans. Not the worst
Not the
we've
worst.
seen.
That's
No, that comes in the novel.
What do you think is the most racist blackface in a movie? Dumbo's pretty bad. Dumbo's pretty bad. Gone with the Wind. That's really bad.
That's
really
shocking.
bad.
Big Sam.
Yeah,
it's pretty
Though
shocking.
I think they're portrayed pretty well. Outside of, I think it's Minnie.
Yeah, Minnie.
Let me look her up.
Yeah,
she's the worst.
it's pretty shocking.
She's really bad.
Yeah.
I always remember the Marx Brothers movies. There is a specific Marx Brothers movies where they're at a zoo for some reason, and Harpo starts playing on the harpsichord as you do. It's like a little music intermission break that they always do in the Marx Brothers films. And like an African American boy jumps on. He's like, "Gee willikers, man, that white boy, he be playing that tune," and he calls out to his friends. He's like, "Come on, y'all, let's join in." And they all start playing their banjos and stuff. I want you to add the clip. See if I can find it, and I want you to add the clip in.
Okay.
It's really funny how racist it is. It's great. They play some great music though, but very racist.
Yeah.
Who is the character from? Yeah, so Mammy. Oh my god. Actually, Mammy. What
she wasn't as
Haiti
bad.
McDaniel.
Yeah.
I think she was the one that won the Oscar.
Yeah.
Which is like a fact that my mum even knows, even though my mum is racist. Pork. Big Sam. Prissy. Fuck, Prissy. Oh my god.
It's not great.
Prissy's in Mosquito Coast. I love Mosquito Coast. Shout out Peter Weir. Not that he really needs me to shout him out.
No, he does. He does.
A movie that's like the opposite, like a very anti-racist movie. I love Mosquito Coast.
I mean, needless do I bring up Birth of a Nation? That speaks for itself.
I think a movie that's not
and
flat
directly
out racist.
Yeah.
I think Prissy's probably the worst.
Yeah.
Gone with the Wind's such a great movie though.
Yeah.
I hate that that's in there.
It's a shame.
That's like
because
the point of the fucking movie. It's about like the reignition of the South, the old South, and whatnot, which was weirdly a part of the Brian De Palma Obsession movie. Uncle Ben, the actor who plays Uncle Ben in that movie, says he wishes he could bring some of the old South into the new South, and it's weirdly an aspect of that film is that it's set in Louisiana, and they what is his name? John Lithgow is like a very southern Gentile man. He's like always in white suits with a big mustache. He speaks like he's from the South. Ooh, this heat be hitting me so well.
Do you think Brian De Palma's going to come for Curry Baker now that he's at the top of the search list?
I do not think Brian De Palma cares. He's too busy, probably, I don't know,
it's been on his wine.
Doing some stuff that's going to come out in 20 years. It's going to make me cry.
Sure.
What is there anything else? Or do we...
My closing thoughts on this movie, aside from the racism aspects, are if you want to get into early Hollywood adventure flicks, I would start here. Don't go in.
I would recommend the 60-minute version.
Yeah, I would directly go to the 1 hour. 1 hour
you don't
version.
Need the full.
Yeah, you don't need the full
100-minute
movie.
version.
Yeah,
no bueno.
Otherwise, definitely give this a watch. You don't need to go back to it. Give this a watch. Add it to your watch list. Yeah. Anything you want to close with?
No, I think that's it. But we need to close with 6 Degrees of Kim Bacon.
No MCU in this one.
No MCU in this one. I originally thought of Conan Doyle, which, I mean, you could go through his adaptations, which would be a bit easier, but I decided not to do that. I thought,
why make it easy?
yeah, because we're taking it back a bit,
Yep.
taking out the MCU, I wanted to start with one of the actors. So I started with Bessie Love.
Bessie Love, yep.
Bessie Love, who her top build is The Hunger, Tony Scott's
Mhm.
The Hunger. I don't remember. She plays Lilibel.
Very minor character, I think.
I don't remember her in the film.
I don't recall either.
She would have been
yeah.
super old.
Yeah.
I love The Hunger. That was just recently my 3000th movie logged on Letterboxd is The Hunger.
That's pretty cool.
That was pretty cool. It's good. Bad ending. Good film.
Good film.
It feels like a movie that was rushed.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go to Tony Scott's The Hunger. Then we go from Tony Scott to Days of Thunder, a very famous flop, which also inspired F1.
Yep.
Then to Tom Cruise, and from Tom Cruise we go to what, James? What do you think?
Is it something like Top Gun?
We go to A Few Good Men.
Oh,
where
yes.
Kevin Bacon is one of the accused as Captain Jack Ross. I think he's one of the accused. I gotta rewatch that. That's a great movie. So yeah, to recap, Kevin Bacon to A Few Good Men, to Tom Cruise, to Days of Thunder, to Tony Scott, to The Hunger, to Bessie Ross, back to the Bessie Love.
Bessie Love.
Why did I say Bessie Ross? To The Lost World. That was actually pretty easy.
That's pretty slick.
Pretty lucky. I think a bunch of these other people were pretty fucking difficult.
Thank God Bessie Love was in The Hunger.
Yeah. She was in a bunch. I mean, she was in. I was thinking of doing On Her Majesty's Secret Service, which is one of my favorite Bonds. Probably top 2, top 3 Bonds. And Sunday Bloody Sunday. She's also in Intolerance. D.W. Griffith.
I know. Yeah.
So yeah, that has been
The Lost World 1925.
We have been your hosts, the Second Boys, in the Second Studio, and I'm going to drink this whole bottle of $65 wine. Good night.